laser focused for the Florida Panthers. Numbered to 599, and it is first on print. They don't call me the bookend king for nothing, my dear friends. Holy crapola. I think that is our biggest bookend that we have ever had. Hell yeah. Shout out to Bobby Viles and the UVWYNZ spot, Zoe Stark. Numbered to 175. Congratulations, Bobby Viles. Beautiful. Oh, my Lanta. Big Ben Hess, Gerangelo Seath J, and Trey Yasavage on the triple auto. Folks, my PC's autograph twice in one show. I know, brother. I know it. And that is 7 out of 8 on that Baseball Nation. Goodness gracious. Holy guacamole. I know, Daddy. I know it. For myself, though. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate the positivity, my friends. How about Bobby Witt Jr.?
Oh, my God.
Wow. How about a Bobby Witt Jr. autograph in that pack number 4? Gotta love those pack number 4s. Am I right? Or am I right? Congratulations, Mr. Behrman. You win this morning, my good man. Damn! Bobby Witt Jr. on a 1990 throwback autograph. Oh my gosh, that's sick. Thank you so much, Freebird. You're absolutely right, my friend. Woo! Top loading that one up for you, Mr. Behrman, Senior. Goodness gracious, my brother. Juan Soto. Wow. Chris Krowiak, numbered to 5. Damn.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro, you win this morning, good sir. Holy crapola. 3rd on print to 5. Magnificent. I told you that was a good omen, my dear friends. First card on the stand. Congratulations, Mr. Chris Krowiak. That is correct. 3rd on print to 5, my brother. Wow. Pros. Oh! Wow. Joey Krug.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro. Jackson Merrill rookie autograph. Damn! Mr. Malinowski hit the fireworks, my dude. Perfect timing on those. Cannot thank you enough, you legend. Thank you, Tavian. I am not kidding you, my man. That is amazing. And it's numbered 42 out of 75 there for you, Joey. And Miss Melody, I think you spoke that into existence. Thank you, Jared from the island of Flores. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you, Dutchie. Thank you, James Reinhart. Thank you, Mr. Piccirilli. Thank you, Mikey One. Thank you, Corey Bader. Thank you, Jonesy. And thank you, Chef James Reinhart. Trey Johnson. And wow. I am astonished that is a 1 of 1, folks. Holy crapola.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
There you go, you absolute legends. We start off the evening with a super fractor 1 of 1. Trey Johnson, rookie for the Washington Wizards? I believe so. And if that is the Wizards, my dear friends, that goes to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Beautiful. Would you just look at it? My dear friends, our very first basketball 1 of 1. My dear friends, look at what's coming next. Oh, I'm going to freak out. Kalen Culpepper to 15. And ladies and gentlemen,
oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
My PC, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my Lanta. Folks, you just witnessed the very first Gerangelo J autograph that I have pulled for myself. Hell yeah. Oh, I am so stoked. That's right, Mikey 1. Would you just look at it, my friends? And folks, it is the 1991 Pinnacle design as well. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Sorry, folks, I freaked out. And it's first on print to 49. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry, folks, but I'm so glad that you're here to witness this. I know, Onward, I know. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Mr. Alan White with a nuke. Bro. This kid's base cards are selling for $50. This is an on-card first Bowman autograph to 150. Huge. Goodness gracious. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts, Alan White. Brother, this needs to go right into the pre-grade pile and possibly right into the grading pile. That is magnificent. Congratulations, Alan White. You win, brother. Wow. Damn. See? All right, let's see what we have here, folks. It is indeed a color blast. And it is all rise, Mr. Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees. Holy crapola. Wow. Mr. Kobaugh, you win today, my brother.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Congratulations, Mikey Kobaugh. Goodness gracious, brother. That one might want to go into the pre-grade pile immediately. Or the grading pile.
All right. What is it?
So, a little bit of an inside joke, my dear friends. That's the only cow milker you're going to see on a card.
It's like my favorite card. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, shout out to Rex Hudler.
Oh, I love it.
Well,
How often do you find that?
yeah, not often. That's a one of one there, folks. The image, anyway.
It's real.
That is real. That's right, Mr. Holgan. Yep. Thank you, Keithy.
He must be a farm boy.
Must be.
He has to be a farm boy.
The cow milker, Mr. Rex Hudler. And there it is, folks. Numbered to 75, Gunnar Henderson.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Very, very nice autograph there, my brother. You win this morning, Alan White. Gunnar Henderson is no slouch. That is 67 out of 75 on the rookie auto. Excellent. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Congratulations, Mr. Peacher. Really, you win this morning, my brother. Ken Griffey Jr., numbered to 25. Third on print to 25, my brother. That is incredible. Congratulations, Mr. Peacher. Oh, that is sick. So tough. Oh, hell yeah. The hits just keep coming, my dear friends. You got to love those pack number 4s, eh? How about your number 1 draft pick to 99? Going to Dr. A. Aaron.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
And I believe that is going to be numbered to 99 on the red power. 39 out of 99. There you go, Doc. Congratulations, my good man. I am peanut butter and jealous. You are so welcome, Rob Richardson. That's right, brother. Merrill and Bazana in the same break. Woo! That is outstanding. Here you go, my love.
Not a single Ken Griffey card yet.
I got nothing either.
We should have bought our packs from Junk Wax Vintage.
Yeah, Dalen would have taken care of us.
Let's jump out of this tree. Off to Junk Wax Vintage.
It's Tuesday Nitro. The lights are burning bright. Dalen and Mrs. Junk Wax are ready to ignite. The JWV family's rolling in tight. We're ripping packs and bringing the hype tonight. So turn the lights up, crank the sound. The legends are gathering all around. From baseball to F1 and UFC fights, it's terrific Tuesday Nitro. Feel those vibes tonight. Feel those vibes tonight. Grab your spicy water, keep your hips inside. Head to JunkWaxVintage.com tonight. Break spots and seal boxes, waiting to shine. It's JWV time, let's make it divine. Sweet, sweet energy, cards in the air. Terrific Tuesday Nitro, love everywhere. So turn the lights up, crank the sound. The legends are gathering all around. From baseball to F1 and UFC fights, it's terrific Tuesday Nitro. Feel those vibes tonight.
Well, top of the Tuesday evening to you, my absolute legendary brothers and sisters. Hey, how you doing? It is wonderful to see you as always. Top of the evening to Mr. Woodstock. What's up, brother? Excellent to see you back, Balake. Hello, nurse. What's up, Tony? How was our favorite numismatic nurse this evening? Good evening, Jason Saltzgiver, my gorgeous Georgian. Cody Simons, my fellow veteran. Happy Veterans Day, my brother. Excellent to see you this afternoon. Evening, I should say. Mr. Bobby Buckner over here on TikTok saying, how much for Otani? Otani is not for sale, my brother. I'm so sorry. That is part of my PC. But, I mean, technically everything has a price. But it will be inflated because I'm not trying to sell it. What's up, Mr. LaRoque? Long time no to see there, Mr. Jason. Happy birthday, Sean Chappell. Happy belated birthday, I should say. Fear AB, welcome back, my good man. It is wonderful to see you tonight. Tapping that evening. I see over there Angelo Oshawada. Good to see you tonight as well, you handsome son of a gun. What's up, brother? You are very welcome, Bobby Buckner, and I appreciate you asking, pal. So as always, folks, if it is your very first time tuning into this ugly mug, hi, my name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage, and you can find me here almost every single day, starting and ending your days the right way, with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a few laughs. Typically at my expense. So if you are new here, folks, a couple of things for you. We are live on 5 separate platforms right this second. You're more than welcome to come over here and join us on TikTok, Facebook, Kick, YouTube, or if you want to come join the whole rest of the family, we're all over here on Twitch. So if you want to make the switch, my friends, come on over, baby. We would love to have you. Also, if you want to participate tonight, it is easy. All you have to do is head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com. That is where all the good stuff can be found. Alex, thank you for smacking that follow button, my man. He says, yeah, you definitely need to be a talk show host. I appreciate you saying that, Alex. Thank you, you big sweetie. Aww. People have been telling me for years that I have a face for radio. It's true. What's up there, Mr. Smashburger? Thank you so much for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Hope you were having a terrific Tuesday, pal. Mr. Rashid Ward, my truck driving brother. He says, I got my packages and gem mint sticker. Loving it. Thanks. Beautiful packaging. Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax on that packaging. That is all the CEO, my brother. Got to give credit where credit is due. But thank you for letting us know there, Rashid. And I sincerely hope that that is just another beautiful package and an extremely long line of beautiful packages.
Giggity, giggity.
All right, all right. Good evening, Dr. Aaron. Aw, thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you saying that. Mr. McGarrigle, good evening, and thank you so much for being on a 25-show streak. That's incredible. Nicely done, my brother. Well played. Sheesh. Mr. Bobby Viles, good evening, my brother. How is my favorite Bobby ball game doing this evening? My very nice Virginian. It's Danny. Good evening, Senor Rendon. And Mr. Saltzgiver on a 30-stream streak. Damn! That's a lot of streams, dude. All joking aside, gentlemen, I cannot thank you enough for your support and being here every single night. I love you. Thank you. All right, the best kid says I'm on a 17-watch streak. That's amazing, pal. Amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, buddy. Mr. J-Rod, I am doing well tonight. How are you doing, my friend? My second favorite J-Rod, first favorite Jared. What's up there, Dennis? Top of the evening to you, pal. All right, legends. So we have another action-packed, terrific Tuesday in front of us. Let's bust into that very first item of the evening, shall we? But first, we got to bust into some music. There we go. Why, thank you, Sean Chappell. I agree. Top Notch does have good food. You're right, buddy. What's up there, Andrew Irvin, also known as my favorite boot heel? What's up, brother? All right, let's bust into that first item of the evening, folks, and you know exactly what it is. Some of that spicy water. Some of that nectar of life. Beautiful. All right, all right. Sorry. Not sorry. I love that spicy water so much. Onward says, pulling out the JWB quarter zip hoodie. Actually, that is a full zip hoodie, my brother. Shameless plug. They're up there at junkwaxvintage.com. I am wearing a JWB hoodie there, folks. Feel free to go find one if you would like. They are up there at junkwaxvintage.com. What's up there, Noah Helmer? Top of the evening to you, my brother. Balake says, hope you had a good Veterans Day. I did. I had a great Veterans Day, pal. I appreciate you asking. I hope you had a good Veterans Day as well there, Balake. Hey, no worries, Onward. All right, legends. We busted into our music. We busted into our spicy water. I think there's one last thing to do, and it is to refresh that shop. Actually, I am so sorry. Almost got too ahead of myself. Let's bust into our very first pack of juicy junk wax, and then we will refresh that shop. And we're going to switch things up a little bit. Bust into some 1990 Pro Set football. And Teddy, what's up, dude? Sean Chappell, that is a great question, my brother. I'm a bad Gonzaga alumni, and I have not been paying attention to my Zags. I've been a very busy fella. That's a good question, sir. Teddy says, Dalen, I had to leave out early a couple of nights ago. Dad went to the ER. Ooh, I am very sorry to hear that, Teddy. Hope everything's okay, pal. Good to have you tonight, though, buddy. All right, let's go. Keegan, is that Mr. Schmitz? My favorite Schmitz head? What's up, dude? Good to see you, Keegs. Big hugs and firm handshakes, my brother. Okie dokie. We have a Pete Metzelaars for Melody's Bills. Excuse me. Promo. Eric Dorsey. Bestie Jackson for Dub Bears. J-Rods has been talking to Vinny this evening. Are you talking about Chef Vinny or Cousin Vinny? OG Vinny. Haven't seen that fella in a little while. Mr. Todd Bowles for the Redskins. Tootie Robbins. Shout out to Gunther. Little tutti frutti summer love. Oh, very nice, J-Rod. Well, I hope he's doing all right. Missed that fella. Mr. Kurt Warner. Pete Stoyanovich for Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko's Dolphins. I see you, Onward. Why, thank you, Keegan. Good to see you tonight, you legend. Mr. Ron Brown. Frank Minifield. John Raid. Frankie Stams. Prospect for the Rams. Shout out to Miss Mary. Mark Carrier, first rounder for Dub Bears. Eric Andelsek for the Lions. And the American Bowl up there in Canada. Eh? Beautiful. Excellent first pass. Oh. I thought that was another promo. I was so wrong. How about a Super Bowl MVP Miami Rice? Nice. Very cool that his son is playing football now. All right, all right. Excellent first pack of Juicy Junk Wax to start our evening, in my humble opinion. Hey, what's up there, Greg? Top of the evening to you, brother. Excellent to see you as well tonight. Hope you have had a wonderful Veterans Day. All right. Good evening, Mr. Mikey Koba. How is Mikey 2 on this terrific Tuesday Nitro? Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, you handsome son of a gun. Hope you've had a terrific Tuesday, pal. All right, I am refreshing that shop for the very first time tonight, folks. As always, if you would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com, snag yourself down something from the shop, you are more than welcome to do so. Teat. I see over here on TikTok, my man, beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Thank you, pal. Rashid says it is snowing in New Hampshire. Weren't you just in Seattle last week? Damn, bro. Do you do all 48, if I may ask, Rashid? That's a long hump, my man. Damn. Okie dokie. We do have a couple of new orders up there at junkwaxvintage.com. Let's start with my cousin, Mr. Brandon Daigle, taking a spot in our 4-box UFC. As always, my friends, I appreciate you giving me just a moment while I get these locked in. Wow, Rashid, all 48. Goodness gracious, dude. If I may ask, Rashid, I don't want to get too personal. Do you have a wife and children? Or are you a single man? I would believe you're probably a single man, right? That's awesome. That is very cool. You should definitely do that 48 states while you can. That is amazing. Single father? How does that work, if I may ask? So I went on the road when I was little, but like, do you take your little one on the road with you? All 48 states? How do they go to school? Again, I'm being a little personal, so just tell me to kick rocks if that's a little too personal, but I'm genuinely interested because you're my pal. All right, Brandon Daigle taking the letter I, looking for some Ilia Topuria, maybe an Israel Adesanya. Thank you, Brandon Daigle, for getting us a little closer. Good evening, Mr. Peachy-Reilly. So, folks, that is our UFC break. There is plenty of amazing letters still left. So we are looking at, that is one of the biggest UFC breaks that we have done to date. That is 4 hobby boxes. I think it's almost $1,500 worth of product there. That's a doozy. So, after that, we have the 7 NFL boxer. And Mr. Mikey Cobal asked this morning if we were going to start Razzie on some teams. That is exactly what we did. So if you would like to head over to those Razzies, please feel free to do so. Then we do have a random certified hobby box. 2 autographs, 2 memorabilia cards. I believe in that one. Almost halfway. Just $16 a spot. The brand new one that went live tonight, my friends. Check this out. $5 hobby box MLB Mixer. How about 2025 Topps Tier 1? 2 autographs. Another 2025 Impeccable. You already know I love ripping into some Impeccable. 2025 Topps Finest with 2 more autographs. 2025 Shoebox Treasures. Looking for 1 more autograph, maybe even a 1-of-1. And then last but not least, we have some good old tried and true 2025 Panini Prism Baseball. So looking at somewhere between like 11 to 13 autographs, and that one could even be more. We shall see. What's up there, Jake from State Farm? Excellent to see Mr. Ship City Collectibles this evening. I have a beautiful rip over here that's been marinating for you the day. And the best kid. That's funny because the best kid lives in New Hampshire also, Dalen. That's amazing. We have a couple of nasty New Hampshireans. Beautiful. So last break there, ladies and gentlemen, is the one that I believe we are the closest on, and that is our 2024 Donruss Baseball. It is 2 mega boxes. You're looking for a combination of 4 autographs or 4 memorabilia cards. We shall see. Looking for some skeins in there. That'll be fun. Ah, roger that, Rashid. Makes more than sense, my dude. Very good. Well, that's amazing, brother. Shout out to another single father in the family, buddy. Cheers, bud. Oakley Dokley, Mr. Jake from State Farm. Are you ready tonight, my brother? I think I have a couple more break spots to lock in here real quick, and then we're going to bust into your stuff. Our first family rips of the evening. And then we have 2 more break spots for Nurse Tony. Nurse Tony taking spot number 3 in our Donruss Baseball. Thank you, Nurse Tony. My cool Cosenza. Got you locked in the Donruss there, Tony. Thank you, Nurse. Mr. Van Ree. Good evening, bro. Jake, you're just watching your Celtics stink? I am so sorry, brother. Ouch, kabibbles. Shout out to our bodacious Bostonians. And last but not least, at our 7 hobby box mixer, that is Nurse Tony taking down the Eagles. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. There you go, buddy. Got you locked in there, Nurse Tony. Getting closer and closer on that 7 hobby box NFL mixer. And my friends, if I am correct, I think we're looking at 15 autographs in that one. Onward says, I was on the phone with a client today from Puyallup. Small world, brother. And I said, thanks for chatting with me, Pacific Northwest pal. I love it so much. He says, it just came out. You're rubbing off on me. A giggity. Why, thank you, Onward. That is a beautiful thing. Mr. Piccirilli. Oh, you know it, my brother. Shout out to my fellow Texan over here on TikTok. Excellent to see you, pal. All right, legends. I think we need to bust into our very first family rip of the evening. Jake from State Farm. Let's do it. So we have 4 packs of 1993 Donruss Baseball. And then we have one juicy box of 23-24 Topps Midnight Basketball. Thank you so much. If my memory serves me correctly, I believe this is our very first Midnight Basketball box. So stoked to rip into this one for you, Jake from State Farm. But let's get into some Donruss first, shall we? Hey, what's up there, Craig? Good evening, my man. Thank you for sharing out my live, as always. Wonderful to see you tonight, my dude. We're going to do this in a couple of rounds. You and I both, Onward. You and I both, buddy. All right, we start off with old Junior Felix for the Angels. Shurek, Graybeck, shout out to my buddy Craig. Juan and Emilian Bell for those fighting Phillies. Shout out to our buddy Mikey One. Oh, wow. Juan, so nice. We got him twice. Double the bell. Awesome. And German, that would be Walter White. Walt Weiss. Mark Whitten. Why am I saying Whitten? Weird. Lance Parrish, former fighting Philly, but playing for my Seattle Mariners. Steve Shiflett. Kim Batiste. John Doherty. The Afro Sheen Soul Glow Drip of Mr. Eddie Murray. Well, good evening, Mr. Russell. Excellent to see you tonight, my Canadian cousin. How you doing there, eh? Hope you've had a terrific Tuesday, my man. Chris Haney. Shout out to Miles Haney. Stan Javier with a dirty bottom. Master of the Unibrow for our fighting Phillies. Melvin Nieves on the rated rookie. I love that rated rookie symbol too. The red, white, and blue. Yes, please. If I was ever going to get a rated rookie tattoo, that would be the one. Doug Linton for my talented Toronto Blue Jays. Shout out to Mr. Russell. Onward, we did not, unfortunately. It sold out unbelievably fast, like even before we could put in an order. So, luckily, we do have a couple of other places that we can score some 2025 Cosmic. So, we will. We'll have a lot of it, but we just weren't able to order it from Topps, unfortunately. Good evening, Mr. Hawkins. How are you, Jason? Happy Tuesday, Nitro, my good man. Brian Backstrom, welcome back, buddy. Nice to see you again. All right, we got a little double dibble for WKRP in Cincinnati. Marcello says we need a hockey break. I like that. I like where your head's at there, buddy. Might just be one going up tomorrow. Good evening to our favorite Redbeard. What's up, Steven? Mr. Grigsby. Always a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another legend that followed us over here from eBay Live. What's up there, Monster Media?
Oh, yeah.
Making my evening tonight, my good man. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, brother. I was actually just packing up your eBay package a few minutes ago. Awesome. All right, we got a little Chris Hoyles. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, can I ask you to do me a solid? Can we give old Monster Media that warm Junk Wax Vintage welcome over here on Twitch? Excellent to see you over here, brother. Hell yeah. All right, we got old Steve Finley laying down the bunt with a very cold upper lip. So Monster Media, my man, actually two things. First and foremost, will you please remind me what your first name is, pal? Secondly, you're going to see that there is a very, very big difference between the show that I do here and the show that I do over there on eBay Live. So I have to be very, very careful about what I say when I'm on eBay Live. We do not want to step on eBay's toes. And eBay has made it very, very clear. Thank you, JJ. Wonderful to have you over here, buddy. eBay has made it very, very clear that they do not tolerate any tomfoolery, if you know what I mean. So I can't be over there mentioned in my website. I cannot have people buy from my website and then open on eBay. So when we're on eBay, it is all eBay. When we're on this show, it's all this show, if that makes sense. Oh, hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you absolute legends have started an absolutely legendary, terrific Tuesday Nitro edition. As always, legends, if we take this hype train to a magnificent hype train level 6, I would be so stoked to give away another juicy hitbox tonight, my dear friends. Threaten me with a good time. There we go. That's right, J-Rod. Thank you, buddy. All right, folks, we are already on hype train level 1 at 62%. Thank you so much, Onward, for smacking JJ with that free 1-month subscription. Hey, JJ, you are now part of the family, my brother. Welcome. Thank you, Balake. All right, we got old Jody Reed for the Bostonians, Mike Sharperson for the Trolley Dodgers, Scott Lewis, Denny Martinez, El Presidente for those now defunct Expos, Ken Caminiti, that is Cam Caminiti's cousin, who is now playing in the MLB, Brian Barnes, Bobby Thigpen, Eddie Zosky, and Mike Trombley. Last but not least for those marvelous Minnesotans. What's up, Robert Sipe? Long time no see, legend. And oh my Lanta, Craigles. Damn! Craig just single-handedly took down our corn girl over here on TikTok.
Ooh, yeah.
Amazing, brother. I literally cannot thank you enough. That is incredible. Damn, bro. I got to admit, I didn't see that one coming. That's amazing. Because you were so kind to single-handedly take down that corny gift goal, I'm going to leave that down for a little bit there, Craigles. Thank you, legend. Sincerely appreciate that, buddy. All joking aside. You rocked my face off. Twice. And then once again in the morning. Alrighty. We are moving on to round number 2. Brandon Daigle, you are so welcome, brother, and I got you covered. Thank you, buddy. Excellent to see you tonight, Brandonio. And I see you snagged a spot in that juicy UFC break, my man. Smart. I have a very strong hunch that that one's going to be epic. And Mr. Nate the Great Hopker. Long time no see, Nate. Top of the evening to you, my man. Smacking that resub button for the 4th month. I appreciate you, bro. All right, this is last round magic for you. Jake from State Farm. We have a Mikey Greenwell. Mickey Morandini. And rest in peace to that Mikey Greenwell. Chuck Finley with a very cold upper lip for the Angels. Denny Nagel. Old Bob Tewksbury for the St. Lunatics. Shout out to Jeffro. Todd is always full of zeal for the St. Lunatics, back-to-back Cardinals. Bobby Ayala. The Karate Kid, excuse me, Mr. Mitch Williams. Bud Black. Mark Clark. Old Timmy McIntosh. Shout out to the Apples. Jesse Hollins. Scott Lewis. Ooh, and what do we have back here? I think that might be a Diamond Kings. Bill Duran. Jaime Navarro for those Milwaukeeans. Hey, Craigles, I see you making the switch to Twitch, my brother. Thank you for participating in the hype train. And I agree, Jake. Yes, they were. J-Rod, sounds good, my man. Thank you for the warning. Orlando Merced. Kent, always smoking that herb. Eck. Kent Urbeck. Bernard Gilkey. We do indeed have a Diamond Kings, and that is Spokane's finest. Rest in peace to Mr. Ryan Sandberg. Beautiful. Charlie Hayes for the Pinstripes. Matt Williams for the Gigantes. Shout out to our family pharmacist and Mr. Tuna. Mike Razka. Francisco Cabrera. Shout out to our gorgeous Georgian, Mr. Saltgiver. Greg Harris. Daryl Boston for the Mets. Rick Wilkins. Jay Bell, another Pirate. And Eric Anthony. Last but not least, somebody bang a trash can for those Astros. Shout out to Mr. Piccirilli. Legends, we are at Hype Train Level 2 at 23% with about 2.5 minutes to go. Mr. Ryan Fife gracing us with his presence this evening. How is our favorite hometown hobby? I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. Mr. Craig Prescott says, good evening, fine sir. Always a great night to be with the family. I feel the same way, pal. Always good to see you, Craig. Thank you so much, brother. And I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you taking down that gift goal over on TikTok, my man. Very, very cool of you. Thank you, Craig. As I have said before, my friend, it is the gifts over there on TikTok and the hype trains over here on Twitch that are the true MVPs of this entire venture. I would not be here doing any of this without those. So as always, my dear friends, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. All right, Jake from State Farm. We made our way through some beautiful 1990 Donruss, bro. The Pièce de la Résistance. Pièce de la Résistance. There you go. Little tongue twister. So, our very first ever 23-24 Midnight Basketball. For the very first time on this terrific Tuesday Nitro edition of the Junk Wax Vintage Card Club from right here in Austin, Texas. You know what we must do. We shout, grippeth. And we shout, rippeth. Good luck. As always, my friends, if that hype train needs to pull into the station, a little short of level 6, that's okay. I am nothing but grateful. We can try again a little bit later to give away one of those beautiful hit boxes. Oh, Mr. Smashburger jumping in there. Thank you, E, getting us a little closer. Valiant effort, my man. Empty box. One pack to rule them all. Good luck. Nice. Good to see you tonight, Ken Snyder. How is my bull riding brother this evening? Hope you and your boy had a wonderful practice pin. All right, we start off with a Noah Clowney. And man, I love Midnight. It does not matter what sport. UFC is probably my favorite, but Midnight cards are just so damn cool. They did such a good job on those. How about Daniel Gafford on the autograph? We have found quite a bit of Daniel Gafford cards. He's like our unintentional basketball PC. On the Horizon signature. Nice. I will sleeve and top load that one up for you. Oh, how about a Marcus Smart on the Stroke of Midnight, numbered to 199. Beautiful. Your third autograph is Jarris Walker, rookie for the Indiana Pacers, and that is 68 out of 75. The OG of the Anunnaki, not the Anunnaki, 82 out of 99. DeMar DeRozan, y'all did not deserve him neither. Thank you so much, JJ. I see you hopping in there at the very end, my friend. I sincerely appreciate that. DeMar DeRozan does not look to be numbered. And then last but not least, we have Melody's high school pal on the Lunar Tide, Jaime Jaquez Jr. Beautiful. So, of course, Jake from State Farm, every single one of those will be sleeved up for you. The numbered ones will be top-loaded as well. You know, Melody has told us that onward. I agree. And I could not agree more, Ryan Fife. Right? That's why I was saying I love Midnight so much. Some of my favorite cards. And like I said, it doesn't even matter which sport. Anything Midnight is good for me. So Ken, it is wonderful to see you tonight, Mr. Snyder. Did you get on any tonight, my brother? Or it was just Gage? And is that typically how you do practice pen nights? If I may ask. I think that's going to be 100 point. Let's find out together. It'll go in 100, but that's just a little tight. A little tighter than I would like. A giggity. There you go. That's the one you wanted to see right there, Jake from State Farm. That is 101 out of 199 in the Marcus Smart. Good looking auto, too. Then your Daniel Gafford. Kind of reminds me of Kevin Bass. We have pulled a lot of Daniel Gafford. And out of every basketball player I've ever heard of, I have never once had anybody tell me that Daniel Gafford is their PC. But hey, I'm sure there's somebody out there. And then the awesome Indianan, old Jarris Walker. We have found quite a few of his autographs, so I hope he shows out. One more penny sleeve for you, buddy, on your rookie Noah Clowney. And I think this one's going to go in a 75er. Yeah. So the base numbered like that go in a 75-point top loader for future reference. And I think all the rest of them, yep. Beautiful. Jake from State Farm, my brother. I cannot thank you enough for being our first family rip of this terrific Tuesday Nitro. And thank you for letting those marinate throughout the day. I think everything happens for a reason, my man. You say you actually like that it doesn't have the team name on the chest as a Celtics fan in this case. I don't blame you, Jake. Don't blame me whatsoever. All right, my brother. All those beautiful cards and more will be in your next juicy JWV package, my man. Thank you again, Jake. I actually just packed up all your eBay stuff a few hours ago. You got a magnificent stack coming from eBay, too. Okie dokie. Let's refresh that shop real quick. Make sure Uncle Junk Wax isn't missing anything. Oh, hell yes, I am. Goodness gracious. Craig, taking 3 packs of 1990 Skybox basketball and a pack of Squishmallows. Beautiful. Thank you, Mr. Prescott. Allow me just a moment, my dear friends. I'll be right back.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, Craig. We have 3 packs of Skybox basketball, and then you got a couple of packs of Squishmallows here, buddy. So, Craig, would you like me to send the Squishmallows sealed for the little ones? Totally okay if so. We were working on it together today, Bobby. There was over 140 packages. So I jumped in to assist Mrs. Junkwax. I got you covered, Craig. My pleasure, pal. I will send those to you sealed. Let's get into some beautiful 1990 Skybox. We have been on a Michael Jordan drought. Let's see if we can't fix that. Oh, no. Oh, Ken Snyder, my brother. I am so sorry, buddy. You do not have permission to get a ticket watching me, sir. I am very grateful that you do. But yeah, please don't do that. Shout out to the fuzz. Why, thank you, Balake. Trying to speak that into existence. I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, just a heads up, the queue is wide open. So after this family rip, we do not have anything in the family rip queue. So if you would like to fill that Donruss break, that would be magnificent. And if any of you folks would like to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com, usually there is a queue. I get a lot of questions about, hey, is there a queue? At this moment, there is no queue. Bobby Ballgame, did you do the PSA submission? I am halfway through it, my man. I was working on it today as well. Wonder if your Bazana Kaboom made it? I'm sure it did. I think so. I mean, there's no reason why it wouldn't, I don't think. But what I can do for you, Bobby, is I will be working on that a little bit more tomorrow, my man. So I can shoot you a message and I'll confirm for you. But I am 99.99999% sure it is in there, my brother. Absolutely. All right, we have a Rodney McRae for the Kings. I see you onward, you silly goose. Old Derek McKee for my now defunct Seattle Supersonics. Frank Cornett. Shout out to Jim Cornett and the tennis racket. Moises Malone. Grant Long. Pooh Richardson for Minnesota. Brad Davis with that luscious lip curtain for Dallas, right up the road. Reggie Lewis. Jeff Martin. Jerome Kersey for Rip City. Shout out to my Portland pals. Tellis Frank for Bienvenidos a Miami. Krish. Good evening, brother. Excellent to see you, Mr. O'Doyle. Happy Tuesday, Nitro. Michael Ansley. The King of the Valley, Mr. James Worthy for the Lakers. David Greenwood. On Veterans Day, shout out to our buddy, Mr. Lean Greenwood. Proud to be an American. Oh, Will Purdue for doubles. Our favorite JBC, and we're not talking about Wendy's, Joe Barry Carroll. Shout out to the Junior Bacon Chi. Fred Roberts for Milwaukee. Shout out to the Hammer, and we're not talking about Mark Coleman. Ryan Fife says, I got the email from the CEO today that your package is on the way. Beautiful. Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax. You're excited to see those Crosby cards in person and maybe some sweet JWV stickers? Very possible, my friend. Danny Young for Rip City. Dana Barros for my now defunct Seattle Supersonics. Blair Rasmussen. Ricky Smits. Winston Bennett. Magic Johnson. Could be centered a little bit better, but not too shabby. Sleeving that one up for you, my dude. Brian Rosum. Kenny Smith. Mikey Sanders. Mike McGee, back-to-back mics. Curb Your Enthusiasm with Mr. Larry Drew. Johnny Newman. Bernard King. We have a Nuggie, Mr. Jerome Lane. Nate McMillan, my cousin for my now defunct Seattle Supersonics. Harry Teagle, shout out to Double T. And we're not talking about Mr. Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite. Sam Perkins for Dallas. Charles Oakley. Scotty Too Hottie Hafner for The Heat. Chucky Brown with Mr. James Worthy co-starring. And those short shorts. Mr. Paul Pressey for Milwaukee. Shout out to the Bucks. Rest in peace to the sad story of Mr. Drazen Petrovich for the Portland Trail Blazers. Ouch kabibbles. Rod Strickland for right down the road in San Antonio. How about a fat lever? Lafayette Lever for the Nuggies. The Adventures of Milo and Otis Thorpe for the Rockets. Steph Curry's daddy, Dell. Second to last card. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
There you go, buddy. Ask and we shall receive. Not too shabby in the centering department either. Got some little card dust on it. That looks pretty damn good, buddy. Sleeving and top loading that one up for you, pal. Yes, we did, Balake. Hey, you did it. You spoke it into existence there, buddy. Thank you, Jason Russell. When you find the MJ, you top load the MJ. There you go, Craig Prescott. Not too shabby, buddy. I don't know that would be a grader because it does have a little bit of a boo-boo corner up here in the top left. But that's typically what you're going to get with that juicy junk wax. And that's why those PSA 10s hold such a premium, because they're not easy to get. That's right, Jason Hawkins. We are 12 minutes away, my man. All right, first card on the stand of the evening. And last but not least, for our bodacious Bostonians, with Ken Norman co-starring old Michael Smith. There you go, buddy. I could not agree more. Jake from State Farm. I see you, Danny Rendon. Who the frick is that guy? Cheers, my friends. Broast. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm going back for a second one. Spicy Walton #1 in the books. There's my Portland pal, Mr. Dustin Moore. Shout out to my Pacific Northwest pal. What's up, buddy? Cheers, my friends. Broast. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love that spicy water. All right, Craig Prescott, one of the oldest of OGs of the entire family. Thank you again, pal. And those beautiful Squishmallow packs will be in your package for your little kids. So thank you again, Craigles. I appreciate you, buddy. Little housekeeping. Oh, you know it there, Mr. Saltzgiver. Thank you so much, Dustin. I appreciate that, my brother. Hope you have had a terrific Tuesday as well. Okie dokie. Let's refresh that shop real quick here, folks. Excuse me. And we are already up to almost 25,000 likes over here tonight on TikTok. That is incredible. You all are beating that screen like it kicked your little sister in the shin and then ran away. Thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. Alrighty. We do have a couple of new orders up there to shout out to John and his salty walls. Cannot thank you enough, John, for taking down 2 23-24 Monopoly Prism basketball boxes. Beautiful. Mr. Mikey Kobaugh getting us a little bit closer on that Don Russ Mega Box break. Our favorite Schmitz head, Keegan, taking 4 break spots. Outstanding. Thank you, Keegs. And then our railroad employee brother, Mr. Josh Watson, my positive Pennsylvanian, taking down those Pittsburgh Steelers in the 7 Hobby Box football. So allow me just a moment to lock in some break spots. And then I'll grab those personal rips. Alrighty, Mr. Kobaugh. 26 and 27 in Don Russ. Thank you, Mikey. That is where we're sitting on that mega box. Next, Mr. Keegan Schmitz. Oh, taking number 12 in that mega box. Thank you to our favorite Schmitz head. Oh, you know it, Craig Prescott. I'll see if Mrs. Junkwax can throw a couple extra in there for you, so maybe you can get one this time. Thank you again, Craigles. I sincerely appreciate you, buddy. Congratulations, Mr. Ken Snyder. I am so happy you made it home without getting pulled over by the fuvs, my man. I am so sorry for the scare there, brother. Yikes. We'll have none of that. No thank you. You do not need to get a ticket. Alrighty, in the NFL Mixer, no, excuse me, in the 5-box MLB Mixer, taking the Brew Crew. Thank you, Keegs. Shout out to our Devil Dog brother, Mr. Andrew Shumper, who is our typical Brew Crew fanatic. And then we have 2 spots in the certified football. 1 and 32, the old bookends there, Mr. Schmitz. Thank you, brother. Got you locked in there, Keegs. Thank you again there, buddy. That is where we're sitting on that certified break. I believe we are approaching halfway on that one as well. Alrighty, and then last but not least, Mr. Josh Watson, until we refresh that shop, of course, in our 7 Hobby Box football mixer, taking down the Steelers. Thank you, Josh Watson. Another OG of the Familia. He has been here with us for multiple years. Love me some Josh Watson. Thank you to our railroad employee brother. Excellent. Thank you so much, Onward. Nicely done there, buddy. Ryan, I'm always happy to answer those questions, but it looks like Onward's got you covered, buddy. Craig Prescott, I don't know how much wrestling you watch, but who do you think John Cena will be wrestling his final match against? That's a great question, buddy. I know there's a fella on Instagram that's lobbying pretty hard for it, but he's not in the WWE. So good luck to old Tommy Invincible. Give me a hell yeah, folks, if you know who Tommy Invincible is with us. Excuse me. And Stephen Grigsby says, hey, D, can you double check? I think I took number 4, and the certified. I am happy to do that, my man. Allow me just a moment here, pal. And we do have some new orders coming in. Outstanding. Thank you, Malin Wood. Thank you, Jason Salzgiver. And thank you, Mr. Grigsby. Yep. I see it right here, buddy. You took the college spot in the 5 hobby box baseball, and then you took number 4 in the certified football. Thank you, Mr. Grigsby. I appreciate that, pal. Sometimes it just takes me refreshing the shop for those orders to pop up. I appreciate that so much, Ken Snyder. Thank you, buddy. Alrighty. Let me get these locked in here, folks. And then we do have a new round of stuff that I get to pull down from the shop. So thank you for bearing with me for 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Mr. Grigsby, spot number 4. There you go, Stephen Grigsby. Got you locked in there, buddy. Oh, Monster Media. I like it. And it looks like a lot of you know who Tommy Invincible is. How cool is that? Probably the most known, not WWE or TNA wrestler out there, right? Or NWA for that matter. Independent wrestler, we'll say. All right, Mr. Grigsby, I got you locked in there, legend. Next, we have Mr. Malin Wood, my main man. Ooh. Taking down 3 boxes. Oh, hockey. Thank you so much, Malin. I appreciate you, pal. And then we have our gorgeous Georgian, Mr. Salzgiver, taking down spot number 19 in the old Don Russ. Thank you, Jason with an E. There is where we're at on that. Don Russ. There you go, Balake. Nailed it. Oh, my Lanta. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a legend that's just joined us over here on Twitch. Shout out to my bull riding brother, Ken Snyder. Thank you so much for making the switch, you legend.
Ooh, yeah.
My dear friends, my family, can we get that warm junk wax vintage welcome to bull riding Ken? And if you all would allow me just a moment, I need to jump up there and grab some beautiful, beautiful packs and boxes. Marky Mark Schoenbaum, good evening, legend. Wonderful to see you tonight. Jessica, good to see you tonight too there, Jay. Marky Mark. Does that look familiar, sir? We're going to bust into that one in just a moment. How are you there, Jay? Good to see you tonight, homie. Big hugs and firm handshakes to both you and Petey. All right, legends. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, if you would. I need to jump up and grab a couple of boxes for John and his salty walls and my main man, Mr. Malin Wood. I will be right back. And Mr. Jesse Tucker, smacking that resub button for the 7th month. We are almost getting close to a junk wax baby there, pal. Thank you so much, Jesse Tucker. I truly appreciate it, buddy. And Colt Simmons, wonderful to see you tonight as well, my good man. How are you doing tonight, Colty? So, I'm going to jump up there and grab some boxes here, legends. Mr. Keith Roskadal gracing us with his presence this evening. What's up there, Keithy? Jess, you just had your spinal surgery. Oh, my Lanta. Hope everything's okay, my dude. Back surgery ain't nothing to mess with. Yikes. I am so sorry you have to go through that, my friend. That is rough stuff. Jedi Jeff says, which break is the one you were showing of all the boxes? That is the 5 hobby box mixer, my man. So if that's the one you're talking about there, Jeff, all the boxes I showed. Ooh, I am so sorry to hear that, Keithy. Yikes. I apologize, pal. Well, I can hope we can take your mind off it for just a few minutes there, buddy. I'm sorry to hear that, Keithy. Jedi Jeff says the sheet. So that is 2 boxes of Don Russ baseball. 2 mega boxes. So could be 4 autographs, could be 2 autographs and 2 relics, or technically it could be 4 relics. But typically that doesn't happen a whole lot. No problem, Jeff. I got you covered there, my man. All right, folks. Look, squirrel. I'm going to run over there and grab some beautiful, beautiful boxes and packs, and I will be right back. Thanks for bearing with me, folks.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, all right. Starting with our buddy Mr. John and his salty walls. And then Malin Wood. If my main man is in the house tonight, my brother, taking some 25-26 Artifacts hockey. Our very first box of 25-26. We also have some 24-25. And then our very first box of PWHL 24-25. Stoked for that one. Why, thank you, Malin. And I appreciate your patience, my brother. Because you are on deck. All right, let me snag myself a little sippy. Do we have John and his salty walls in the house? Keithy, you did get your Larry Bird slab in the mail today. Hey, that's good news. You got to think about what we do have instead of what we don't have, right? I am so sorry, brother. I know it's a tough day for you, buddy. Try to take your mind off it for a little bit. Mark Harper, hello, sir. All right, Johnny. Let's do it, brother. See if we can't find you some Wemby. Good luck. So Marky Mark Schellenbaum, the family pharmacist. And yes, it is Keith Roskadal. Absolutely, brother. Mac Tonight. Thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate you. Shout out Mac the Knife. I was going to say, Marky Mark, we're going to rip through the next 2 orders because I don't want to leave people waiting. But then after that, we should have just a couple of minutes to bust into that mail day. If that's all right. I see you, Dustin Moore. Good question, sir. Chef James Reinhardt, good evening, pal. Empty box number 2. Pack number 4, Ectomy. Good luck, Johnny. Excuse me. Onward says, I don't think Wemby is in this product. He is definitely in this product. 100%. Absolutely. We have pulled a ton of them. Yes. So he was a rookie, 23-24. Yeah. They just don't have him on the wrappers. But he's in there. We have pulled quite a few of them. Marky Mark says, great eBay show Saturday. That was fun. Brother, I could not agree more. We had an absolute blast over there on Saturday night, my man, and I cannot thank you enough for being there. So much fun. All right, we start off with a Giannis. Shout out to old Jeff Hansen. Chris Middleton for the Bucks. Derek Lively. The Joker on the Purple Wave. Not too shabby. Likely Hall of Famer. Brandon Ingram, who had a tough game the other day. Give me a hell yeah in the chat, folks, if you saw Brandon Ingram chucking his water bottle and dousing a cameraman. Oof. Brandon Miller, rookie for the Charlotte Hornets. Jason Wallace. Jalen Dalen Brown for Baston. You saw that, Mark Harper. Nice. The man, the myth, the beard, Mr. James Harden. Jamal Murray. Joel Embiid, also known as the Processor, in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. LeBron James on the parallel for the Lakers. I see you, Onward. I love it. Jordan Hawkins, rookie for the Pelicans. Nick Smith Jr., No Sweat Chet, captain of the Y'all Cheeseburger team. Shout out to the Gonzaga Bulldogs, old Chet Holmgren. Jason Tatum, Anthony of the Black. Shout out to Coheed and Cambria. Claudio Sanchez's love child. Flash Gordon for the Nuggies. Jimmy Butler. And the unibrow, Mr. Anthony Davis. Finishing that one off for you, buddy. There is the base packs of round number 1. Jojo R940 over here on TikTok says, yo, how about that OKC game right now? I don't know anything about that game, my man, because I'm not watching it. I'm in the middle of a live right now, brother. But how's it going? Tell me about it. All right. Round number 2. I love it so much, Ken. Thank you in advance, brother. You're so welcome there, Johnny D. My man. So fun fact, a lot of you know that I love Incubus, the rock band Incubus. I have been an Incubus fan for many, many years. I was really bummed, and it was a good lesson for my son to show him that we don't always get to do the things that we want to do in life, right? Because a lot of you know that we're building a business here, and sometimes that takes sacrifice. And it came on a Friday night. Incubus and Coheed and Cambria played together in Austin. I wanted to go so bad. So bad. But the show must go on. Take a Friday night off. Get out of here. Hey, thank you, JoJo. I appreciate that. Wow. OKC is spanking Golden State. Sheesh. All right, starting out with old Donovan Mitchell. Cade Cunningham. Julius Randle. DeMar DeRozan. Seen him twice this morning. Lucky Ducky. I am Peanut Butter and Jealous Jake from State Farm. Nice. Paolo Banchero. Robbie Williams. Tyrese Maxey. Jet Howard. That is Jawan's son. Rookie on the Purple Wave Prism. Trey Young. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. His PC. Yay. Kevin Durant. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. Oh, I imagine, Jake. That is very cool, buddy. The Joker. So nice. We have seen him twice. Oh, Jason Hawkins. My man. Could not agree more, brother. Couple of bangers. How about Giannis on the parallel from Milwaukee? Cason Wallace. Jaylen Brown. The Beard. Steph Curry. On the Purple Wave. Not too shabby. That's a nice one, buddy. Jamal Murray for the Nuggies, Joel Embiid, LeBron James on the parallel, and Keegan Murray. Shout out to Keegan Schmitz. Excuse me. Oh, onward. That is very kind of you to say, buddy. I appreciate that, though. Thank you. That was quite a while ago, to be fair. Maybe a year and a half ago or so that happened. But yeah, I did want to go to that one. But I had just taken Mrs. Junkwax to see Incubus about a year before that. So she said also that my Incubus cup was full. I was like, okay, babe, you're probably right. Alrighty. Mr. John and your salty walls. Let's see if we can't find you pack number 4, Wemby. Good luck, buddy. And thank you, as always, for snagging these down from the website. The Keegan, so nice. We have seen him thrice this evening. Giannis, Kyrie, and Jaden Ivey for the Detroit Pistons on your Purple Wave Prism. Sleeving that one up for you.
One down, one to go.
One last pack here for you, buddy. Good luck. You're not wrong, Onward. She is our drink goblet. It's true. It's true. Cag Novels, good evening. All right, we start off with Chris Middleton for Milwaukee. Derek Lively for Right Up the Road in Dallas. Brandon Ingram for the Pelicans. And Brandon Miller, rookie for the Charlotte Hornets. Back-to-back Brandons. There you go, buddy. Gosh dang it, I'm sorry I couldn't find your Wemby in there, pal. But you did get some sweet, sweet Purple Wave parallels, buddy. Mr. Jaden Ivey. Steph Curry. That's pretty. Jet Howard, rookie on the Purple Wave. And the Joker. So you got yourself probably 2 Hall of Famers in there on those Purple Waves. Not too shabby. but I sincerely hope we can find you a beautiful Wemby on the next round. So thank you all, as always, Mr. John and your salty walls. Excuse me. Jason Hawkins says, do you like 311 or Hoobastank? I did like Hoobastank back in like 2002, but 311 always. Yes, I'm a big 311 fan. You betcha, buddy. Oh, Hoobastank. I haven't thought about them in many, many years, pal. Woo. The reason is you found a reason for me. Oh, good times. Good times. Thank you, as always, Johnny Walls. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my brother. Mr. Mikey Koba. I like to think so, my man. I like to think so. One of my favorite 311 songs, believe it or not. Cause amber is the color of your energy. Whoa. All right, we are moving on to my main man, Mr. Malin Wood. And folks, we are switching gears and getting into some hockey. Let's go. It's like an artifact sandwich. Nice. Let's start with 24-25. We will work our way to the brand new stuff. Good luck, Mr. Malin Wood. Mr. Jason Saltzgiver, you took your daughter to her first ever concert. It was Poison, Joan Jett, Motley Crue, and Def Leppard. Damn. That's a throwback and a half. But that's a big show, buddy. Woo. I saw Motley Crue a few years back, and it was not cheap. My brother from down under, Mr. Peaks, says, so I presume Creed is out of the question this Saturday in Austin? Can you take me higher? Scott Stepper. Oh, Creed. So I actually, believe it or not, there's an acquaintance of mine who now sings for what used to be Creed. All right, good luck, Malin Wood. Let's do it. And good evening, Mr. Peaks. How are you, my dude? Excellent to see you this evening. Riley, you saw Creed earlier this year with Daughtry. Nice. Isn't that the dude that won American Idol? Something, the bald fella? Roger that, Mr. Saltzgiver. I see. There you go, Balake. Oh, me too, Onward. I would love to see some Rush. I've actually never seen them in person. I've seen a lot of bands, too. I used to work in a music venue. You're not wrong, Dustin Moore. I agree. All right, here we go. Mr. Marky Mark Schellenbaum, your first concert is 1996, R. Kelly and LL Cool J. Awesome. My first concert was The Grassroots and Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. And I'm pretty much convinced that most of you will not know who those people are. Good times. All right, we have a Lucas and the Locusts, Raymond. And yes, I am Marky Mark Schellenbaum. Yep. My buddy Miles is the lead singer of Alter Bridge. Yes. If you look up his wiki, he is from Spokane, Washington. I've known that fella for many, many, many years. And so does Jimmy Nuge, our buddy the Nuge that hangs out with us. Mr. Cole Caulfield, Evgeny Malkin, Rasmus Dalen, little Rasmus Dahlen. Got to be careful with Zach. Charlie McAvoy, John Carlson. Nope, I am not kidding you, Marky Mark. I have pictures with myself and Miles. I would be happy to show you someday. You betcha. I have known him for a long time, brother. Like a decade before he auditioned for Alter Bridge. He used to be in a band called Cosmic Dust in Spokane many, many years ago. And he has an 8-octave range. That dude is amazing. Yeah. Philip Forsberg, Aaron Ekblad. Oh, there you go, Johnny D. I think you've heard my Collective Soul story, haven't you, buddy? Oh, thank you, Mr. Saltzgiver. You know who Miles is. Small world there, buddy. He actually got to go on tour with Slash for a while. No way, Marky Mark. That's cool, buddy. Good to know. I agree, Mr. Peaks. Absolutely right. And I'm so glad you got your name figured out over here on TikTok, buddy. How about a Dawson D. Mercer? Mercer. How big in a boy are you? Ivan Barbashev. Chris Letang. Cole Caulfield on your green parallel for the Canadians. Ryan Strome. Mika Zibanejad. Brendan Gallagher for the Canadians. Morgan Riley. Joseph Wohl for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Claude Giroux for Ottawa. Tyler Seguin. Sergei Bobrovsky for our fabulous Floridians. Fantilli Lace. Adam Fantilli for the Blue Jackets. Akil Thomas on the Artifacts rookies. And that one is numbered to 399 for Melody's Sacramento Kings. LA Kings, I should say. Evander Kane for the Edmonton Oilers. Tommy Wilson. Mark Scheifele for the Jets. Sanderson. Charlie McAvoy, so nice you got him twice. And Matthias Michelli for now the Utah Mammoth. And Sam James Reinhart. Shout out to the chef and our fabulous Florida Panthers. Very nice. I'm going to sleeve this one up for you, Malin. Oh, and by the way, Malin, I actually have a card here, pal, that was pre-graded a long time ago. And I think it just kind of slipped through the cracks. So if you would do me a solid, Malin, I'll be right back, folks. I want to show this to you, buddy. Ooh, sorry about that, folks. So, Malin, you remember this one, buddy? This one's been marinating for a minute out of the Synergy set quite a while ago. So that will be in your next JWV package there, Malin. Just wanted to give you a heads up on that one, pal. Sorry about that, buddy. So the good news is you can always depend on getting your cards. Eventually. Thank you, Malin. All joking aside, pal, I appreciate you bearing with me on that one. That will be in your next JWV package, my man. Sorry about that, Malin. I think it literally slipped through the cracks. My apologies. All right, we're going to save all your pack number 4s for last. Let's get into some ladies hockey. I appreciate your trust, Malin. Thank you, buddy. You know you're always going to get your stuff. This is our very first women's hockey. It's a lady. So help me out here, my friends. Does anyone know about any ladies hockey? Like, who are we looking for? Who's the chase? Frederico, welcome back, my man. Empty box there, Malin. It's got a little anti-theft device in there, too. Fun. Oh, Marky Mark, you saw Miles like 5 times when he was with Slash? That is so cool, buddy. I didn't even get to see him with Slash. Peanut butter and jealous. Mr. Cam Smith, long time no see, my brother. How are you tonight, buddy? All right, pack number 4 to the side. All right, Malin Wood, looking for Sarah Fillier and Gwyneth Phillips. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, Alter Bridge 5 times and once with Slash. Got you covered, Marky Mark. Nice. Mr. Smash Breakers. Mr. Smashburgers said Julie the Cat Daphne. Nice. I appreciate that, brother. I need all the help I can get in the ladies hockey department. Good evening, Brandonio. Excellent to see Mr. Johnny Utah gracing us with his presence this evening. All right, Riley says Hillary Knight, Marie Phillip Poulin, Alex Carpenter, and Kendall Coyne. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Alrighty. Starting out with a Micah Xander Hart for the Sirens. Amaranth Mashmeyer. Woo, that's an apellido. Look at that one. Kind of hard to see it, but it is a Mashchmeyer, Mashmeyer. And that is for the Charge. Another Siren, Chloe Arard. Marie Philip Poulin. There you go. That's one of the ones we were looking for there. Thank you, Riley. Very nice. For the Victory. Claire Dalton for the Victory again. Teresa Schafzal on the Elevated Talent. Blair Turnbull for the Scepters. And Renee Desbeans, another Victoire. Good evening, Jason Weddle. How about Savannah Harmon for the Charge? Abby Levy for the Sirens. I see you, Alex Wade. Trevor Holt, good evening, my brother. Mr. Trevor Holt. No, I did not, my man. I still have it right back here marinating for you, pal. I had a hunch I would see you here tonight. So we will bust into that one in just a few minutes, brother. Good to see you, Trevor with an E. We have a Hannah Miller for the Scepters. Oh, that's awesome, Riley. Thank you. We have a Bobby Dazzler, and it's a Jocelyn LaRoque. Shout out to our buddy Jason LaRoque over here on Twitch, or TikTok, excuse me. Look at the Bobby Dazzler. Those are so pretty. Gabby Hughes. Jamie Lee Rattray. Emily Clark for the Charge. Sophie Jacques for the Frost. Emma Maltese. Emma Maltese for the Scepters. Oh, my Lanta, we have another Bobby Dazzler. Folks, that's a first. We have never pulled two different covered Bobby Dazzlers in one box. That's amazing. About Michaela Cava on the purple Bobby Dazzlers. That is so pretty. I'm going back to make sure I didn't miss a number. Nope. It just appears they have two different colored Bobby Dazzlers. Nice. I like it. Not upset about it. Daryl Watts for the Scepters. Alina Mueller for the Fleet. Jocelyn LaRoque. So nice. You got her twice. Gracie. Oh, my Lanta. Zoomwinkle. Gracie Zoomwinkle for the Frost. Susanna Tapani for the Fleet. And Claire Thompson on your Young Guns to finish off your base packs. I see you there, Frederico. I think so. I agree, onward. This is the best PWHL box we have ever opened. Good evening, Jeff Hansen. I was just talking about the hammer. Alrighty. I'm going to sleeve up the Marie Philip Poulin, just in case. And let's get into your last box here, pal. Your pack number 4s, we will rip them all last. How was your terrific Tuesday there, Jeff Hansen? Cheers, my friends. You know I love it. Thank you, Alex Wayne. My man. Mr. Smashburger, thank you for making the switch to Twitch. All right. Man, I love that spicy water. It's just so good. Never gets old. Empty box there, my main man. So, a lot of you know I've talked about it many times that I was just up there in Boston a few months back. I got to go to a hockey game with old Timbo T. Wood. Yes, they are, Marky Mark. You're absolutely right. On that special evening, our buddy Malin, who we are ripping with for right now, he was there with us. So I got to meet him in person too. And I'm excited one of these days, Malin, to make it up to Maine. I told you when I saw you in person, my man, that is one of the very few states I've never set foot in. So we got to change that. Weird rip alert. There we go. Thank you for the empathy there, Marky Mark. You're right. Gotcha, Onward. Nope. Not for Spicy Walter, anyway. I definitely will, Malin. Thank you, buddy. We are actually, myself and Mrs. Junkwax, thinking about coming up there to Boston. But probably be 2026. Be a little bit. We're going to wait through the holidays. But this time, we're going to bring Mrs. Junkwax. All right, Malin, this is your final box, my brother. And we start out, this is brand new 26 artifacts, hockey, Frank Vetrano, quack, 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 Mr. Ducksworth. These are beautiful. Arbor Zahaj for the Canadians. Nikita Zadorov for those Boston Bruins. Arturi Lakonen for Colorado. Timo Meyer for the Jersey Devils. Alex Wayne says Maine lobster. Oh yeah. When you're in Maine, you gotta have some lobster. In Worcester. Timo Meyer. Oh, there you go, brother. How about a rookie redemption for the Canadians? Not too shabby there, pal. As always, Malin, if you would like me to redeem this for you, I'm happy to do it. But if you want me to send it to you, I'm happy to have you do it too, brother. Whatever you want. Bernie Nichols for the LA Kings. Nazem Kadri for up there in Calgary. Casey Middlestat. Matthias Michelli for the Mammoth. Philip Forsberg. Tennessee. And I am still thirsty. And that is a teal parallel. Very pretty. Brandon Carlo. David Pasternak. Michael Granlund for right up the road in Dallas. Chris Pronger for the Hartford Whalers. Owen, just the tippet.
Giggity, giggity.
Just to see how it feels. Do not spit in that Kopp's burger. Andrew Kopp. Steven Stamkos for Nashville. That is another teal parallel. Quinn Hughes, that is Melody's PC for the Canucks. And J.J. Paterka for the Buffalo Sabres. Shout out to our David Adams family. All right, not too shabby. Let's get into those beautiful pack number 4s. You could be correct, Ryan Fife. There's a lot of people looking for Demidov. I understand he is a big deal. Oh, I almost ripped the first one, or the last one first. So we're going back to 25 artifacts. Your first pack number 4. We have another LA King, Quinton Byfield. Taylor Radish for up there in the Chicago area. Seth Jones, back-to-back Blackhawks. Jonathan Humperdinck, Huberdeau. And Thatcher Demko, last but not least, keeper extraordinaire. The last pack magic on the ladies. It's a lady. Onward, does it say the player once you redeem the code? I do not think so. I don't think so. But what it does tell you is when you redeem it, sometimes it tells you. It'll like give you a code, and in that code sometimes will be their last name, but sometimes not. So you just never know. We've had a couple come back that we had no idea what was coming, and we've had a couple come back that we knew what was coming. So kind of could go either way. All right, on the ladies, we have Maureen Murphy, Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's daughter. Good evening there, Jay. What's up there, Mr. Alfaro? It has been a while, my man. Nicole Hensley for the Frost. Back-to-back Frost with Lee Stickline. Natalie Spooner for the Scepters. She's a Spooner. Jamie Bourbonnais for the Sirens. And last but not least, your third Bobby Dazzler. for the New York Sirens, Ella Shelton. Not too shabby there, buddy. I'm going to sleeve up all those Bobby Dazzlers. Rob Richardson, that is absolutely correct. That is a very good call out. The rookie redemptions are not necessarily autographs. That's right. We learned that one the hard way. So we had a rookie redemption a couple of years ago, and we got it back, and it was just a simple numbered rookie card. No autograph, no relic, no nada. So it could just be something like that. Jay, how are you, my man? It's been a while. Shout out to Stained. All right, we have a Rasmus Dahlin on your 26 artifacts, pack number 4. Tomas Hertel for the Las Vegas Golden Knights on your teal parallel. K. Andre Miller for the New York Rangers. And old Morgan Frost for the Calgary Flames. There you go, my brother. Malin says, go ahead and do that redemption. I am happy to do it for you, pal. Allow me to have just a moment here. Bingo. Alrighty. Let me make myself a little note on that one. Excuse me. Got you covered there, pal. And thank you as always, Malin. You are absolutely right. Always, always, always happy to take a little break and bust into some hockey, my man. Thank you. And excited to get that Lemieux back to you too, buddy. I just held on to it for like a year. No big deal. All joking aside, that's not very cool. So thank you for bearing with me on that one, Malin. Sincerely appreciate your patience on that one, my man. Alrighty. Why, thank you for asking there, Jay. All has been very, very good with us, my man. We have been killing it over there on eBay Live. I had a really good meeting with my buddy from Sports Cards Nonsense today. So yeah, it's been a good day. I appreciate you asking, brother. How are things on your end? Love it. Bobby Ballgame, you were looking at PSA slabs. Wander listed at 99 cents, just went unsold. Possibly a base card, maybe? Yeah, wouldn't doubt it. That's right, Tony. That's right, brother. Thank you for understanding. I appreciate that, pal. All right, legends. Let's refresh that shop real quick and see where we are at. Squeeze me. All right, legends. I think we are current up there in the shop, but we are down to 4 spots left in that Donruss baseball. So that is 2 mega boxes, looking at possibly up to 4 autographs. Could be a mix of autographs and relics. Excuse me, that is $12 a spot, and there is 4 spots left. So if we fill those last 4 spots, we will bust into both of those boxes right meow. But in the meantime, Marky Mark Schellenbaum. Let's bust into a mail day, and then we have some stuff for Mr. Trevor Holt. Alex Wade says you should eBay all the Wanders and use the proceeds to get more spicy water. I like where your head's at, pal. Yes, please. Luckily, or unfortunately, I should say, we have given away all those sweet, sweet Wanders that we have chucked across the room. I typically give those to our buddy, Mr. Patrick Richardson, who is, believe it or not, a Wander Franco collector, because he collects infamous players. So he collects like Wander Franco and Henry Ruggs. Yeah. Talk about a cheap PC. Gotta love it. And then we also have a thin blue line police officer brother, law enforcement brother, Mr. Grayson King, and I shipped him a big old stack too because he wanted to use those for target practice. I said, yes, please. That's right onward. Some Aaron Hernandez as well. All right, legends. Why, thank you, B. Phil. Good to see you tonight, OG. How you doing tonight, brother? Happy Tuesday, Nitro. Mr. Marky Mark Schellenbaum. So, legends, as always, I have said it before many, many times, and I will say it again. There is never any obligation to send us anything. But as always, we are immensely grateful when you do. And our buddy, Mr. Marky Mark Schellenbaum, who has been a member of this family for years now, sent us something special. So, Mark, before I even bust into this box, my brother, thank you for just the thought. It means more to me than you will ever know, my man. Let's do it. Oh, that would have been so cool if it would have stayed there. He says, Dalen, just a small thank you for bringing so much joy to the hobby. Marky Mark Schellenbaum, my brother. You're hit me in the feels, buddy. Thank you, Mark. You big sweetie. This feels heavy. What do we have here? Folks. It's got a fancy, dancy little bag. Amazing. I am intrigued. What do we have here? Oh, bro. Seriously? Mark. This is too kind of you, buddy. Brother. You are seriously hitting me in the feels, buddy. Check it out. Do you know where this is going? Uh-huh. Get out of my head there, Alex Wade. My man. So Marky Mark Schellenbaum. Brother. Did we just find a knife for Mrs. Junkwax? Oh, or maybe we found a knife for me. We're going to give Mrs. Junkwax the other one. Bro! Ooh, check it out! Mark, this is an unbelievably thoughtful gift. Brother, you are legitimately hitting me in the feels over here, pal. Wow. Buddy. That is sick. I see that, Mark. Yes, you did, brother. Not only did you buy us a sweet, sweet Kershaw knife, it is engraved with JWV. How amazing is that? Mark, you have outdone yourself with this, my brother. This is one of the coolest gifts that I have ever gotten in the history of this channel. Thank you so much, pal. Seriously, buddy. I do not like it. I love it. There's a very big difference on that one, my man. Hell yeah. Oh. Bro, that is amazing. I literally cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much, Marky Mark. Sheesh. So I think that means Mrs. Junkwax just got herself the out the front. Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to use this one for the show. Could not agree more, Foge. Mr. Holm, absolutely right, brother. Good to see you tonight, buddy. Well, Mark, you will see that get used a lot, brother. Invader Zim.
Brian? Yes, Lewis. You love Lewis. Yes. Brian, would you shave my coin pass?
Oh, I just can't flip it out. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's even going to break in more after I use it, too. I love it so much, Mark. That is amazing, brother. You done made my evening tonight, my man. Thank you so damn much. Whew. And this is why, my dear friends, I say almost every single day that I am absolutely convinced that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby. On all of the interwebs. Hard stop. Thank you again, Marky Mark. Kershaw knives are the best. You're right, in my humble opinion. This one is a Kershaw as well. Mr. Corey James, good evening, my man. Welcome back, brother. Good to see you as always. Another OG. Gigantor, what's up, dude? So, Marky Mark, I think you already know, my brother, because you're an OG. I keep every single letter that anybody has ever sent me since the beginning of this venture. I have all of them, and there is a ton. So thank you again, pal, keeping that one too. Whew. That deserves a sippy. Sheesh. And Marky Mark and Mr. Saltzgiver, you absolutely know that that beautiful, extremely indescribably thoughtful gift deserves...
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
There you go. The Best Kid says, did you know that switchblades are illegal in every state? Huh. Well, I guess it depends on what you define as a switchblade. Good call, though, buddy. I appreciate you letting me know. All right, legends. I just got word that that Donruss break is sold out. So, I do want to get into a rip for our buddy, Mr. Trevor Holt, though, first. Trevor, with an E. Are you still here tonight, legend? My Swedish brother, Mr. Linusson, welcome back, my man. Good to see you as always. Hope you had a wonderful day over there in Sweden. Thank you, Trevor Holt. Let's go. And do we have Mr. Mikey Koba in the house as well this evening? Because we still have 3 packs of 89 Donruss for that fella also. There you go, Onward. That's right. All right, Trevor Holt. You patient man. Thank you. We have 1990 Donruss baseball. My OGs know that this is a very special set for yours truly. Excuse me. Gotta love that spicy water. 1993 Donruss. And then 2 packs of 1989 Donruss. So let's do this in reverse chronological order. Good luck. Mr. Hoekstra. Yes, they are. So actually, all you have to do, my man, is head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. And everything can be found there, Jeff. I appreciate you asking, my friend. And I am always happy to answer any questions, Jeff. So no apology necessary, my friend, but I sincerely appreciate you being thoughtful. Feel free to ask any question, brother. Glad to have you tonight, Jeff. And you know what? Since you were so polite, my friend, I can't follow everybody, but I got you. Welcome to the family, Mr. Hoekstra. All right. Good luck. Why, thank you, Mikey Koba. I appreciate that, pal. See if we can't find you that elusive Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. Thank you, Alex Wayne, moderator extraordinaire. And we start out with Old Man Spawn on the puzzle. Mikey Campbell for my Seattle Mariners. Dougie Fresh DeScenzo. K-Mitch for the Gigantes. Randy Kramer. Bruce Eggs Benedict. Jeff Reed. Batroc Dave the Leaper. I hope somebody gets that extremely obscure reference. Old Johnny Costello. Rockin' Ruffin stuff with his afro puff. Hey! Bruce Ruffin. Old Teddy Ruffin. Rafael Ramirez. Hilagus. Kunkel. Minton. Wally Johnson. Greg Cataract for the Athletics. Another Old Man Spawn. Oh, wow. How about a luscious lip curtain on the not-so-dirty Sanchez? You could hide small rodents in that thing for quite a while. He might not even know. Ron Washington. Razor Ramon Chico. Jeff Sellers. Chucky Hudson. Tom Brookins. That is Uncle Smitty's PC. And look at the luscious lip curtain on Brookins. That doesn't even look real. Wow. Nicely done, Tom. Sheesh. I'm Terry Leach. Welcome to Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
Today we're looking at our buddy Mikey in his 18-room penthouse apartment. He lives in the lap of luxury. Old Jeff Ballard for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Fred Manrique. David Cohn, New York legend on the Diamond Kings. Frankie Williams. Charlie, Princess Leia. Cerruti Tutti Frutti Summer Love. Scott Bankhead for my Seattle Mariners. And Mike Harkey, rated rookie for the Cubbies. There you go, my man. No Ken Griffey Jr. in that one, unfortunately. Let's switch it up and go to 1990. And my friends, it's getting a little hot up in here. We got to take this one off. Alrighty. That's better. Excuse me. See if we can't find that elusive error. Juan Emilian Gonzalez. Reverse negative. Bobby Ballgame says, did Mrs. J come check out her new knife? She has not yet, my man. She is working on shipping downstairs as we speak. And I do not want to pull her away from that. I see you tonight, Zach. Good evening, buddy. B. Phil, you know, you never know what you're going to get here at JWV, right? Got some hack stuff to this one. Shout out to Ken Oberkfell. Alrighty. Starting out with some Old Man Yastrzemski. Shout out to Little Yastrzemski. Carlos Quintana for the Bo Sox. Hal Morris. Mikey Stanton. Harry Brose. A Lance in the Streets. But a Larry in the Sheets. Sammy Sosa. The dime piece, Mr. Steve Sachs on the Diamond Kings. The Herminator, Herm Winningham. Kevin Tapani. Jose Nunez. Greg Briley for our Seattle Mariners laying down the bunt. At the Coolbaugh, old Scott Coolbaugh, rated rookie. Shout out to Mr. Cobaugh. Luis Salazar. Keith Miller. Mr. Sheffield, you're adorable. Shout out to the nanny, old Fran Drescher, and the Milwaukee Brewers. Ken Oberkfell. Old Man Yastrzemski on the puzzle. Glennon Davis. Somebody bang a trash can for those Astros. Why, thank you, Chef James Reinhardt. I appreciate you saying that, pal. Ricky Ruschel. Shout out to our buddy Rochelle. Mr. Jim Abbott. O'Brien. Shout out to Kevin O'Brien. Paul Molitor. The Iron Man. Mr. Cal Ripken Jr. Alan Trammell. Mikey Marshall, also known as the Cro-Magnon Man. Luke Moist, welcome back, buddy. How about the dime piece so nice you got him twice, Mr. Steve Sachs? Joel Skinner. In German, Walter White. Oh, hell yeah. There you go, pal. Always happy to find some Bo. He goes on the stand. The shop broom of a mustache of Gino Petrali. Ventura. I heard animals in there, Ventura. I'm sorry, Mr. Chickadance. I thought you were somebody else. Rated rookie Robin Ventura. Awesome. Steve Buscemi and Spike Owen laying down the bunt, looking like he's at a hot dog on a stick lunch break. Nice. For those now defunct Nationals. Or Expos, excuse me. Now the Nationals. Mr. Rob Richardson, he says, fun story. I bought a Switchblade in Germany in 1997 and brought it home. Probably would not be able to do that these days. You are not correct, or you are not wrong, my friend. You are very correct. True story. I have had to throw away a couple of knives in airports before. Yeah. Way to go, Dalen. Mm-hmm. My everyday carries. I'm sure that the TSA guy went and grabbed it right out of the garbage, because it was not a cheap knife either. You learned that lesson once. All right, last pack magic for you, Trevor Holt. You patient, patient man. Good luck, brother. I see you, B. Phil. That's right. Aye, aye, Captain Stubing. Permission to come aboard, sir. All righty then. Ah, Marcello, my man. Those are the days that we walked uphill both ways with cardboard shoes. Onward. Does anyone have a recommendation for a blade for someone who has never owned a real one? That's a tough one there, Onward. There's a lot of options, my friend. You have a lot of options. So for your very first one, I would say it should probably be under $100. And there's a lot of really good ones you can find for under $100, in my humble opinion. All right, we have old Greg Colburn for those now defunct Expos. Hilly Hathaway. Awesome on the alliteration. Jeff, all up Innes. Dougie Fresh Simons. Shout out to my fellow veteran, Mr. Cody Simons. Craig Grayback. Shout out to our buddy Craig Prescott. B. Phil says, can you name the metal band that played in the Ace Ventura movie? Ooh, that's a tough one. And I know it too. I've been asked that question before, actually, and I got it right. But it's been many, 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 many years. That's a tough one. Remind me. All right, we got Milt Kyler, Bob Patterson, Midnight, and Jeff Montgomery. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, Tim Salmon. Shout out to our buddy Jonesy. That is his PC on the rated rookie Tim Salmon. Excellent. Eddie Pierce. Junk Wax throwback legend, Mr. Wally Joyner. Awesome. Was it Cannibal Corpse? It could have been Rob Richardson, something like that. Oh, Roger Clemens, the Rocket. Walter White, so nice. We have seen him thrice. Ryan Fife, is Dutchie in here tonight? I don't think he is. I haven't seen Dutchie in a little while. Hope he's doing all right. We missed that fella. Kevin, putting on the Ritz for those Motor City kiddies. Oh, it was Cannibal Corpse. Nice. There you go, Rob Richardson. Excellent. Jaime Navarro. Orlando Merced. Kent, always smoking that herb. Eck. Kent Urbeck. Bernard Gilkey. Mr. Kozlowski for Alan White's Kansas City Royals. Arthur Rhodes. Jeff Blauser. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Dougie, always getting some strange. Oh, I did not know that. Well, that's awesome. Very cool there, Dutchie. So that's why we don't see him anymore. Hey, that's okay. No biggie. Good for him. Mr. Randy Velarde for the Pinstripes. Oh, we have a checklist. Nice. The legend, Mr. Darryl Strawberry for those Trolley Dodgers. Vinny Castilla and the chiseled chin of Mr. Darren Dalton. Excellent. Mr. Trevor Holt. Thank you as always, brother, for letting me rip those for you. I am going to sleeve up your Slammin' Salmon and that beautiful Bo Jackson. And those will be in your next JWV package, my brother. Thank you, Mr. Trevor Holt. Hey, all thanks go to you, pal, as always. Little housekeeping. All right, do we have Mr. Koba in the house? You want to rip into these 1989 Donruss real quick, buddy? And then we will bust into that Donruss break. Let me check myself real quick before I riggedy wreck myself. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to the American Dream, Mr. Dusty Rupp, my brother. How we doing tonight, legend? Thank you as always, Dusty, for snagging some break spots. Mr. Robert Parkinson snagged a couple as well. Thank you to Mr. RP. And Melody is in the house. So Miss Melody snagged a blaster box of 2025 Bowman Chrome U. So Mikey Koba, we will bust into this one real quick, and then we'll bust into Melody's box, and then we will get into that break. Sound good? Good evening, Miss Melody. Huzzah. How are you doing tonight, my dear? All right, Mikey Koba. Good luck, sir. Let's see if we can't find you, that elusive Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie. And yes, it is Rob Richardson. I agree. Mr. Koba, you dirty birdie. It is hashtag JWAD. It's true. It's true. Teddy says, did I come through on a couple of break spots, Dalen? That is a great question, Teddy. Yes, you did. It looks like it, brother. Yes, sir. All right. Good luck, Mr. Koba. And then right after this, my friends, we're going to refresh that shop and I will lock in all those break spots. So thank you for bearing with me for just a couple of minutes, my dear friends. Dusty Rupp, you were up at Lambeau for the game last night, so it was a late one. Gosh dang it, buddy. Yes, it was. I bet you will sleep well tonight. It is wonderful to see you tonight, the American Dream. All right, we start out with Old Man Spawn, Mr. Pat Tabler, John Farrell, Tommy Shelby's brother, Mr. John Shelby, Rafael Santana, Ellis Burks, Walt Terrell with another luscious lip curtain, Boba Fett's daddy, Dante Bichette, Marvin Freeman, Ernie Riles, Peterson, looking like he just left an upper decker for the rest of his team, Mr. Kevin Brown for our Texas Rangers, Harry Clark, another checklist, Steve Ontiveros, Ernie Whitt. Why am I saying Whitt? Weird. We have a Old Man Spawn on the puzzle, Frank DePino, Junior Ortiz, Tom Glavin, Jose Rijo, Phil Bradley, Mr. and Mrs. Flannery's boy, Tim Flannery, Mr. Anderson, Lenny Dykstra, Felix Jose on the rated rookie for the Athletics, Curtis Wilkerson, the Iron Man on the MVP. Look at that young buck. Johnny Dobson, Luis Polonia, Brad Wellman, Carmen Castillo. We have the Old Man Spawn So Nice. Mr. Koba got him thrice. Scott Gereltz, Jose Lind, Charlie Paleo, Lancaster, looking slightly creepy. Some creepy uncle vibes there, pal. Randy Myers, Ray Quinones, Mr. and Mrs. Flanagan's boy, Mikey Flanagan, Mr. Kixie. What's up there, buddy? Long time no see, and thank you so much for smacking that resub button for the 10th month. We could definitely have a little junk wax baby by now, my man. Good to see you, Mr. Kixie. Welcome back, my man. Mr. Flannery, or Flanagan, with that luscious lip curtain. Greg Gagne, the Crime Dog, Hall of Fame legend, Mr. Fred McGriff on the Diamond Kings. Mr. Wells, Tommy Hare. Kevin is always a little bit gross. Kevin Elster, back-to-back Kevins. Chiraldi, Dion James, and Ricky Ruschel. Shout out to our buddy Rochelle. And that finishes off your 3 packs of 1989 Don Russ. I am shocked that we have not found a Ken Griffey Jr. yet, gosh dang it. I have got you covered, Mr. Koba, you betcha, pal. I will find a good home for them, and I appreciate you being so sweet there, Mikey. You got it, buddy. Alrighty, my dear friends. Allow me a little sippy. And Miss Melody, you ready? Kareem. I did not make that one. Excuse me. Spicy Walter number 3 of the evening. Miss Melody says, Mr. Dalen, are you still sponsoring a baseball team? Yes, we are. Every year. You betcha. Shout out to our Puyallup Pounder brother, Mr. Nick Allen. Yep, we're actually coming up on time to do that, too. All right, Miss Melody. For the very first time, with our brand new blade, thanks to Mr. Marky Mark Schellenbaum. Ooh, that is sharp. We're not pushing any plastic with that one. Shout out to Grandpa Brucey. Best of luck to you, Miss Melody. Pack number 4, Ectomy. Let's do it. Mr. Arsenault, good evening, Conrad. Welcome back, brother. How are you? Happy Tuesday, Nitro. Mr. Trevor Holt, I see that you snagged some more packs, my man. Mr. Smashburger, I see you as well. So, gentlemen, we do need to get into a break. So are you guys okay with waiting until after the break to rip into those packs? I just kind of feel bad because I keep saying we're going to get into our break and then we keep getting personal rips. So I appreciate you all so much, of course. But I want to make sure that we get into the break as well. Thank you so much, Trevor. I appreciate that, pal. Gotcha covered. All right. Starting out with Darian Mensah. Oh, yes, I do, Trevor. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Eric. Cannot thank you, gentlemen, enough. Very, very helpful. All right, we have Mr. Nixon. D'Angelo Pons on the first Bowman for the Hoosiers. Mr. Kekahuna. Tretch Kekahuna. Shout out to Naughty by Nature. Mr. O'Neill. Jay Haynes. T.J. Parker on a yellow mini diamonds for the Clemson Tigers to 500? No, 350. There you go. Showing some midriff. Sleeving up that one for you, Melody. Mr. Dante Moore. Quack, quack, quack. Mr. Ducksworth. Josh Cameron. Jaden Virgin Morgan from that blue field of Boise State. Max Clare on the first Bowman. Shout out to the amazing Randy. Mr. Rutherford. Nolan Ray. Eli Sanders. Joey Aguilar on the refractor for the Tennessee Vols. Jarek Gibson from right here in Austin, Texas. Reed Harris. Steve Angeli. Matt Lauter, another Boise State. Malik Muhammad, also showing some midriff from right here in Austin, Texas. Wayshawn Parker. Nate Johnson. And that is number 350. Yeah, 69th on print, 350 on the Johnson. Baron Morton for Texas Tech. Shout out to the Red Raiders. And Kamari Moulton on the first Bowman for the Hawkeyes. Nice. Speaking of those Red Raiders, my friends, I am going to look at a collection tomorrow, and there's a Patty Mahomes RPA in there. Mm-hmm. Stoked to see that one. I was waiting for it, Mr. Cobalt. Thank you, legend. Both of these are numbered to 350. There you go, Miss Melody.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, my friend. Good luck. It is onward. It is. You're absolutely right, my friend. All right, we have a Hudson Clement. Josh McCray. Shout out to my gorgeous Georgians. Quintravion Wisner from right here in Austin, Texas on the path to glory. And Chase Sowell for Iowa State. Finishing out that box for you there, Miss Melody. Thank you as always, my friend. And I am going to go ahead and top load these for you. B. Phil, that Jeter is awesome. You're right. And that one is for sale. So I actually thought about it, and I am a dum-dum. If you all have noticed, we have had hundreds of people ask if those cards are for sale. And they never are. So I figured I'd actually put one up there that is for sale. Silly me. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. Way to go, Dalen. It's just not in my nature, gosh dang it. I am a terrible salesman. Hey, Miss Melody, it is always my pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much. Love ripping into those boxes. And we have just a couple left. So tomorrow, I am going to pick up Pro Debut and Topps Update. So we will have some of that in the shop tomorrow night. All right, Miss Melody, all those beautiful cards and more will be in your next JWV package. All right, my friends, allow me just a moment. I'm going to refresh my little sippy tank here, and then we're going to bust into a break. Oh, yes, Miss Melody. Which one you talking about there, homie? We have the Hobby, and we have the Jumbo. Both of them look very juicy. Good question, Miss Melody. All right, legends. I need to lock in some last break spots here. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment. Folks, if you need to use the restroom or go grab yourself a fresh beverage, now would be a perfect time to do it. It is going to take me a few minutes to get these locked in. B. Phil, I do not have any Mike Trout autos. Not as of right now, though. Good question. All right, we are with one of the Super Stroopers, my nasty New Hampshireans, taking the Athletics in that 5-boxer. Thank you, Mr. Stroop. There you go, brother. And then we are down to our Donruss. Mr. Robert Parkinson, taking 25 and 28. Thank you, Robert. His name is Robert Parkinson. Shout out to Meatloaf. Got you locked in there, brother. Next, the American Dream, one of the oldest of OGs of the entire family, taking spot number 16. Thank you, Dusty Rupp. One more spot for the American Dream, taking spot number 30. Next, Mr. Smashburger, taking spot number 20. Thank you, E. Next, Mr. Mikey Kobaugh, taking spot number 15. Thank you, Mikey. T-Dub, Mr. Teddy, taking spot number 13. Next, our Canadian cousin, Mr. Jason Russell, taking spot number 29. Thank you, Jason. Mr. Bobby Viles, taking 4 Razzie spots. Thank you, Bobby Ballgame. T-Dub, taking another one, number 21. Thank you, Teddy. And then Mr. Saltzgiver, taking spot number 19. We have him locked in, so I am missing 7, 14, and 17. Interesting. Aha, found it. Balake. Mr. Oh, hell yeah. Is that you, Balake? I think you took your very first break spot there, buddy. Mr. Kyle Watson, good evening, my brother. Excellent to see you back, pal. I see that now. Thank you, Kyle. And good evening, Ray Wells. Thank you, Marcello. I appreciate that, pal. Ken Snyder, have a wonderful remainder of your evening, my brother. We will see you in the morning. Thank you, as always, for hanging in here. That's what I thought, Mr. Woodstock. Beautiful. All right, let's get you locked in here, pal. My fellow Texan, taking 7 and 17. Thank you. Hope I can find you some first break magic tonight, my man. And then last but not least, Mr. Kyle Watson, taking spot number 14. Excellent. There you go. Thank you all so much for bearing with me for just a moment. WVB Dub says, Dalen question, have you been ripping anything with Dart and Scatabo cards in it yet? Sorry, I haven't been in here in a little bit. Life has been a little crazy. Hey, that's okay, buddy. It's just good to see you back, pal. Oh, yes, we have ripped into a ton with Bam Bam Cam and some Jackson Dart. You betcha. We've actually found quite a few of those, gentlemen. And even a one-of-one... Or no, it was Drew Aller that we found that one-of-one. Never mind. But we did find a Diamond Marbles short print Jackson Dart. That was pretty sweet. Good evening, Jerry. Welcome back, my brother. And Corey James says, how do you get into what you are doing it now? The break spots, how you get into it on the website. So, Corey, all you have to do, my friend, is head on over to junkwaxvintage.com, and there's a break section. In that break section, you will see all the different breaks that we have up for offering right now, and you can snag yourself a spot, my brother. That's how it works. I appreciate you asking, buddy. All right, legends, let's do it. Two mega boxes of 2024 Donruss Baseball. But you know what we must do first. I appreciate you asking, Corey. Thank you, pal. Excuse me. All right, our nightly shout out to our friend Rachel. I see you, Balake, my man. All right. Good luck, my friends. Lucky number 3. 3 it is. As always, my friends, you will have a couple of minutes to trade your teams if you would like, but there is never any obligation. I got to load in some baseball teams here real quick, like. That's better. All right, my dear friends. Good luck. 1, 2, and if you are so inclined, you can start trading your teams right meow. There you go. I will give you a couple of minutes to take a gander at those teams. There is a built-in trading system over here on Twitch. So if you need to use that, all you have to do is type in ! and the word tutorial, and it will automatically pop up a tutorial for you. WVB Dub, I am actually looking at 3 Lambjack RPAs to possibly purchase for the eBay live show. Shout out to the Ravens. And yes, my son PC's Bam Bam Cam Scatabo. Unfortunately, he's going to be out for just a little bit, but I love the way that kid plays too. I'm just afraid he's going to have CTE by his sophomore season. The way that dude plays, goodness gracious. Oh, the best kid a whole year? Really? I thought I heard they didn't have to do surgery or something. I heard a rumor they might have him back like by playoff time, possibly. But maybe I heard wrong. Good evening, the amazing Randy. Your ears must have been burning earlier, buddy. I gave you a shout out. We found a Buckeye in that Bowman Chrome U. Hope you're doing well there, Randy. Top of the evening to you, pal. It does not look like we have any trading yet over here in the chat, so I'm going to give you another 30 seconds or so. And if we do not see any trading, then we will go ahead and flip this back around and get them locked in. Mr. Balake would like to trade one of his teams for the Rangers. That is very true, WVB Deb. Absolutely right there, buddy. Marcello says the Brewers are up for trade if anybody wants them. Randy, I am very well, my man. How are you doing, buddy? How's your Tuesday? Been a busy one over here in the Junk Wax Vintage Studios, but it is a good kind of busy. Ray Wells says, may I ask what is behind the Barry Bonds card? Oh, yes. That is another one of my PCs. A little double Bo Jackson autograph on the Leaf Decadence. And that is number 2 out of 2. Beautiful, right? Just a little eye candy up there. Good question, Ray Wells. Thank you for asking. I agree. Yes, it is, Randy. Thank you, pal. Ready for the weekend? It's Tuesday, man. I'm just kidding. Corey James, if you purchase a mug in the merch shop, does it come with a till can of our choice? Say what? I am so sorry, Corey James. If I purchase a mug in the merch shop, does it come with a till can of our choice? It does not, Corey. It does not, my man. But I appreciate you asking. Thank you, brother. Dallas Pest Boys, good evening. That's interesting. It appears that maybe our trading system is not working. Huh. No worries. We'll get it figured out. So we have Rangers and Reds. So Robert Parkinson and Balake. You two want to trade? Oh, no, it is working. Beautiful. There we go. We might have a trade, ladies and gentlemen. My friends over here on TikTok, thank you so much for bearing with us for a couple of minutes here. I appreciate you. We're just working on some trades over here on Twitch. So Balake, all you have to do, my brother, is put in exclamation point confirm space and your team. I think that might be the disconnect there, pal. All right, so Robert Parkinson. I'll help you guys out on this one, buddy. So we have Robert Parkinson has the Texas Rangers. Balake has the Reds. So Robert Parkinson, you're going to have the Reds. And Balake, you're going to have, the Rangers. There you go, gentlemen. I have got you covered. Do we have another trade? Looks like Royals and Blue Jays. So number 29, Mr. Jason Russell. And number 13, Teddy. So in number 13, Teddy, you're going to have the Kansas City Royals. And Jason Russell in number 29, you're going to have the Blue Jays. Got you covered, gentlemen. No problemo. All right, legends, it looks like we're good to go. Looks like the trading has come to a dull roar. So I'm going to go ahead and get these locked in. All right, we start out with the Todd Father, Mr. O'Hara, taking the Pirates. Looking for some skeins. Good luck, Todd Father. Mr. Smashburger, is that a Stephen Baldwin signed card? Say what? What you talking about there, Willis? All right, Ryan Bruins, number 2, the Marlins. Nurse Tony, taking the Yankees. Robert Parkinson, number 4, the Dastardly Diamondbacks. Kirk Woa, my favorite former fellow Washingtonian. Taking the Trolley Dodgers. Absolutely you can, Bobby Viles. So we have a request to see Vegeta. There you go, my friend. So I did pull this one myself. I have had this for many, many, many years. Since the inception of this channel. I pulled this one back when we were ripping packs in the closet. It is number to 35. 29 out of 35 on that one. I agree. Isn't that a beauty? Had that one for a long time. And PSA made me an offer on it for $650. I have not taken that offer yet. I may. Because we might need some help buying some new inventory. So we shall see. All right, next, Balake, number 7, the Cubbies. It is a pretty big card. You're absolutely right there, Bobby Viles. So I would love to get 8 for it, but if somebody offered me $750, I'd probably take that. Marcello, Mr. Van Ree, taking the Brew Crew in number 8. I saw there is one comp on that, and I saw it was like almost 900. Robert Parkinson, number 9, the Nationals. Mr. Robert Parkinson, number 10, the San Diegans. Joey Krug, number 11, the Cardinals. Our favorite Schmitz head, Keegan, taking the Rockies. The best kid, you'll offer 800? Hey, sold, brother. You just let me know how you want to pay. Mr. Keegan Schmitz, the Rockies, and number 12. Kyle Watson. Oh, really, fool? Number 14, the Red Sox. Yeah, I had a hunch they're the best kid. That's okay, buddy. Mikey Kobos, spot number 15, the Orioles. We are halfway there. The American Dream, Mr. Dusty Rupp, taking the Guardians in number 16. Shout out to Mr. Tim Hudson. John and his Salty Walls, taking the Angels in number 18. Mr. Saltzgiver, number 19, the Motor City Kitties. Mr. Smashburger, number 20, my Seattle Mariners. You lucky ducky. Good evening, Erich. Good evening, Mr. Turnbaugh. How are you, pal? Good to see you, my brother. Mr. Smashburger, the Jeter card looks like Stephen Baldwin from here. Oh, that's what you were talking about, my brother. I am so sorry. That went right over my head. Shout out to old Stephen Baldwin. Mr. Smashburger, Mariners in number 20. Eddie, number 21, Twinkies, some marvelous Minnesotans. Ryan Bruins, number 22, the Braves. Kirk Woa, number 23, the Athletics. Todd O'Hara, number 24, the Mets. Mr. Robert Parkinson, number 25, those fighting Phillies. Mikey Koba, number 26 and 27, Gigantes and Astros. Mr. Robert Parkinson, number 28, the Tampa Bay Rays. And last but definitely not least, the American Dream, Mr. Dusty Rupp, in spot number 30, taking the White Sox. There you go, legends. May I please have a hell yeah in the chat if that list looks appropriate, and we're ready to go. I do not remember that, the best kid. Can't say I do. That's right, Jason Russell. I see you, sir.
Have I told you lately that I love you? Because gosh dang it, I do. Thank you, Mr. Smashburger. Thank you, Balake. Thank you, Jason Saltzgiver. Thank you, Kyle Watson. You understood the assignment, gentlemen, and I appreciate you so damn much. Let's do it. For the second time with our brand new blade. Thank you again, Marky Mark Schellenbaum. Make sure I don't cut myself because this thing is sharp. I'm excited to pass down the out the front knife to Mrs. Junkwax, so she doesn't have to steal mine anymore. Little stowaway in there. Box number 1. Box number 2. Pack number 4, Ectomy. All right, we're going to do this one in several rounds because we got a lot of cards in this one. Mr. Joey Krug, you got the Cardinals, my friend. Cardinals. And Rashid, no, this is 2024. Don Russ, my man. Sheesh. All right, here we go. Mr. Ryan Braun for Milwaukee. Little PCA, Santana, Geloff, Suzuki, Mariano, Masataka Yoshida, Matlock, Luis Matos, Kevin McGonigal, Stud for the Motor City Kitties on the rated prospect, Miles Naylor, Miguel Blees, Sammy Zavala, Zach Nito on your Optic preview, Ricky Henderson, shout out to our buddy Dutchy, we miss him so much, his PC, Mr. Ricky Henderson, Zach Veen for the Crazy Coloradans on your Blue Velocity rated prospect, Prism. We have Herbie Hancock's brother. But first, the Sammy Zavala, so nice you got him twice, and Herbie Hancock. Those are your Statue of Liberty parallels. The Iron Man, Cal Ripken Jr. Hey, Bobby Biles, if you are taking off tonight, my brother, have a magnificent remainder of your evening. Thank you so much for hanging out, buddy. We will see you tomorrow, brother. Have a great sleep. Lil Troy, wanna be a baller. Oh, Unleashed, Junior Caminero for the Tampa Bay Rays. Nice one, Robert Parkinson. Yohandy Morales for the Nationals on your Statue of Liberty parallel. Little Sammy Sosa on the Statue of Liberty parallel. Cade Horton Heat on the Velocity Prism for the Chicago Cubbies. Gotta love the double backwards. Mr. Kyle Harrison for the Gigantes on your red and blue. No sweat. Mr. Pine Tar himself, George Brett. Shout out to Alan White. Henry Davis. Bobby Witt Jr. Shout out to another Alan White. Bobby Valentine. Joe Torre. Buster Posey. Shout out to Mikey the Mad Hatter. That is his PC. Edgar Martinez. Channeling his inner Kirk Woa. Nolan Chanul. Willie Mays. Chase Davis, Robbie Snelling, Mr. Jones and me. Shout out to our buddy Drew Jones for those dastardly Diamondbacks. Well, good evening, Miss Stella. How are you, young lady? Jackson Merrill. I will definitely let Miss Junkwax know that you said hello. Good evening, Stella. We have a Optic preview for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Rest in peace to Mr. Brooks Robinson. And former Seattle Mariner, but now a WKRP and Cincinnati Red, no LV Marte on the Optic. And that is your first 2 packs. I agree, Mr. Smashburger. A much more pigmented Sammy Sosa. Good evening there, Dylan Pye. How are you, dude? Shout out to Mr. Pyotr Kachetkov. Hope you've had a great Tuesday, my friend. Oh, you lucky, lucky ducky. Robert Parkinson. I think you're going to be a happy camper here, pal. And I am slightly peanut butter and jealous. All right, we have a Jordan Lawler, Mason Wynn, Mike Pizza, my 2024 national buddy, Everson Pajeda, Jose Canseco for the Athletics, Mauricio, Sheehan, Mr. Donnie Baseball with that luscious lip curtain, a baseball life, Mr. Don Mattingly. I actually saw a little video of him the other day interacting with children. And even though this dude has been playing baseball for like 50 years, he has not lost a beat. He is still super good with kids. What a gem mint 10 human being is Mr. Don Mattingly. Be a sad day someday when we lose him. Mr. Aiden Miller for those fighting Phillies with those stunner shades on. Brando Maya for the pinstripes. A dollop of Dollander. Daniel Espino. And we have our first autograph, and it goes to the Atlanta Braves. And that is Mr. Ryan Bruns. Congratulations again there, Ryan Bruns. You have been absolutely killing it lately here, buddy. Nice one. Hurston Waldrep on the Signature Series Laser autograph. How about some Big Sexy? Shout out to our buddy Onward. Miss Stella says, thank you for your service, Dalen, and all the other veterans online. I appreciate that, Stella. Thank you so much, my dear. Shout out to our buddy Onward. That is his PC on the Big Sexy. Roman Anthony for the Bo Sox. Shout out to my Super Stroopers. But the Red Sox go to Kyle Watson this evening. Nice one there, Kyle. Herbie Hancock's nephew, Emerson, for our Seattle Mariners on the Blue Velocity Prism, going to Mr. Smashburger. For the Brew Crew, some Jackson Churio, and that is a Statue of Liberty rated prospect parallel. And the Brew Crew is Marcello. Felicidades, hermano. Little Adam Wainwright on your Statue of Liberty parallel for the St. Lunatics. The Man, the Myth, the Maze for the Gigantes. Shout out to Rob Richardson and our buddy Tuna. And there you go, Robert Parkinson. You lucky, lucky ducky. One of the sweetest swings in all of baseball. How about a Ken Griffey Jr. for your WKRP and Cincinnati Reds? Nice centering on that one, too. How about the best third baseman to ever do it, in my humble opinion, Mr. Robin Yount? Yuri Perez. Ellie De La Cruz for the Cincinnati Reds. Another one for you there, Robert Parkinson. Larry Walker, channeling his inner Fu Man Rick Shue. Luscious lip curtain. Jackie Robinson. Colton Cowser. Kerstad. The Big Hurt. Mr. Frank Thomas for the White Sox, going to the American Dream, Mr. Dusty Rep. De Paula. Split your Jackson Wiggins. Ty Floyd. A lot of Parada. Kevin Parada. And we have a relic, and it is Bryce Matthews. Somebody bang a trash can for those Houston Astros. Shout out to Mr. Piccirilli. But that one goes to Mikey Kobaugh. Congratulations, Mikey. Not too shabby there, buddy. Oh, I see you there, Balake. Mr. Bob Gibson on your Optic preview for the Cardinals. The shoeless one, Mr. Joe Jackson for up there in the Chicago area, the White Sox. Bryce Eldridge for the Gigantes. Mr. Double Bananas himself, Mickey Mantle, on the Statue of Liberty parallel for the Pinstripes. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's boy, Owen Murphy, on the rated prospect for the Atlanta Braves. Absolutely right, Ryan Fife. I could not agree more. How about a Jim Tomei on the parallel? And last but not least, on the red and blue, little Charlie Hustle. Rest in peace to old Pete Rose. Beautiful. The card hitter. Thank you for sharing out my live, pal. That is very kind of you. Sophie, what's up, homie? Excellent to see you back. Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the entire family in here. Happy Tuesday, Nitro, you legends. Just in time to see us busting into our possibly last break of the evening. We're going to top load this one up for you as well, Mr. Koba. The Best Kid says, didn't Pete Rose pass away this year? Yes, he did. Yes. He did. I feel very, very grateful that I was able to share a couch with him before he passed away. Old Charlie Hustle. So at the National in 2024, I got to sit on the Dave and Adams interview couch. We did a pretty cool interview. And right before my interview was Charlie Hustle. And then right after my interview was Gary V. So I felt very, very special. We'll put it that way. That was pretty sick. If somebody was to tell me just a short 7 years ago that I would be sharing a couch with Gary V and Pete Rose, I would probably laugh you out of the building. You know what I mean? No idea. Hey, what's up there, Tay-Tay? And Sophie, it is so wonderful to see you, my homies. I missed you so much. How are you? Making my evening as always. Big hugs and firm handshakes, my friends. Always remember that we always understand when life comes first. We're just happy to see you when you're back, homie. It does not matter how long you leave. You're always a member of the JWVCC. So good to see you again there, Tay-Tay and Soph, my fellow Texans. Hope you're doing well. You were just in time to see us getting into our possibly last break of the evening. And we have a Hall of Fame legend, Mr. Scott Rollin. The Hancock, so nice you got him thrice, Mr. Smashburger. Wayno. A little Sammy Sosa. Oh, thank you so much, Tay-Tay. I appreciate that. Outstanding. I will have Mrs. Junkwax and I take a gander at that. And I will give you my word. If we can be there, we will be there. Sound good? Deal. We would love to come up and meet you. That'd be a lot of fun. But you know, I'm going to have to bring a couple of boxes. You know we're going to have to rip through some stuff. Good to see you again, my friends. Tomoyuki Shigano. Mr. Double Bananas. So nice. We got him twice. Mickey Mantle. A-Rod. McCovey Cove. That's right, Tay-Tay. Cool Papa Bell. Alex Ramirez. Ralphie. Just trying to not shoot his eye out for Cleveland. Lil Troy. Andrew Walters. The man. The myth. The mustache. Mr. Mike Schmidt. Beautiful. Andy Rodriguez. Hall of Fame legend, Mr. Scott Rollin, on your Blue Velocity Prism for the Fightin' Phillies. The Tomoyuki, so nice, you got him twice. Little Dalton Rushing on your Statue of Liberty Parallel, rated prospect for the Trolley Dodgers. Sammy Sosa on the Milestones, 609 home runs. That's a lot of dingers. Juan Bin Cho for the St. Lunatics on the Diamond Marbles. That's a nice one, going to Joey Krug. It is a little late in the evening for a Fott joke. Branded Fott. Because we got mad hits like we was Rod Carew. Rod Carew from Minnesota. Little Nick Lofton. The one half of the Bash Brothers, Mr. Mark McGuire. The Chicken Man with that luscious lip curtain, Mr. Wade Boggs. Some old Greg.
Come on, Craig.
Maddox. Gavin Stone. Tom Seaver. Big Poppy. David Ortiz. Oh, hell yeah. There you go. Sandy Oggins. Little El Mutante. Leo Dallas DeVries on the rated prospect. Seydon Rafaela for the Bo Sox. Josh Noth for Milwaukee. Gilbert. Edward Julian for Minnesota on your Optic preview. Mr. Phil Rizzuto, the legend for the Pinstripes. Dylan Cruz on the rated prospect, Velocity Prism. Nice one for the Nationals. And that one goes to Mr. Robert Parkinson again. Robert Parkinson, cleaning up tonight, pal. Nicely done. Mr. George Brett on your Statue of Liberty Parallel. Mr. Melendez for the Diamondbacks on your Statue of Liberty Parallel. Rated prospect. Pedro Martinez for the Bo Sox on your Milestones. And Grayson Rodriguez for Uncle Moosey's Orioles on the red and blue. And that is round number 3. Gotcha, Joey Krug. Yeah, we've only found a couple of those, of the El Mutante from Panini Prospects. Those are not easy to find. We've actually had better luck with Travis Bazzana and Jackson Merrill. So Joey Krug, we found another Jackson Merrill. Actually found 2 more. So So I think our autograph count is up to 4 in the Panini prospects of Jackson Merrill. Super juicy. Oh, Joey Krug. I completely understand, my brother. I know that. But it is awesome to have you as always, my man. I sincerely appreciate... Oh. We got something a little juicy in here, my friends. Woo. Very nice. Okie dokie. Mr. Kevin Robert, thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Welcome to the family, my friend. All right, we start off with another legend, Ozzie Smith. What's up there, Mr. Whitey? Good evening, Jay. And Jake from State Farm. Not a whole lot, brother. They're actually just in the possibly last break of the evening. Good evening, Meanie Brad Greeny. Wonderful to see you tonight, my brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to Greeny Energy. We have a Gavin Williams, Jim Tomei, Mr. Wright. Ladies, you can stop looking. We found Mr. Wright. Nolan Ryan for the Angels. Very, very cool. The Rocket, back-to-back legendary pitchers. Junior Caminero, your home run derby runner-up. Julian. Little Hurston Waldrep to go with that autograph for the Braves. Mr. Ryan Bruns. Ethan Salas for San Diego. Xavier Isaac for the Rays. Little Roman Anthony, another rated prospect for the bodacious Bostonians. And we have our second autograph, and it is for the Tampa Bay Rays. And that one goes to Mr. Robert Parkinson. Congratulations again, Mr. Robert Parkinson. Just leaving that one up for you, my good man. How about a little Abner Uribe for Milwaukee on the Optic. The Iron Man stroking some lumber on the Optic preview. Back-to-back Orioles on the Velocity Prism Optic. We have a cool Papa Bell on the Statue of Liberty parallel. A little James Wood on the rated prospect Statue of Liberty parallel. Holt Keith for the Motor City Kitties on the Diamond Marvels. Those are such cool cards. How about a Pedro Martinez? Would you just look at it? For those bodacious Bostonians, the Red Sox, and Mr. Kyle Watson, also known as Oh Really Fool, over here on TikTok. There you go, pal. And I believe that one's going to be numbered to 35. 18th on print to 35 there, buddy. Beautiful, beautiful card there, Kyle Watson. Shout out to our Boston Red Sox fans. I see you there, Mr. Stroop. I know you like that one, my man. Let me top load that one up for you, Kyle Watson. Beautiful card, pal. Even more beautiful in that Junk Wax Vintage top loader. Shameless plug. All right, we're going to sleeve and top load that other autograph as well. There you go, Tampa Bay Rays. Our second autograph of the break. All right, let's finish strong, shall we? I agree, WVB Deb. Thank you for the positivity, my man. Excellent to have you back, buddy. Mr. Phil Rizzuto. Little Abner. Cal Ripken. Pudge Rodriguez. The Bone. Mr. Jay Buhner, who actually lives right here in Boerne, Texas. That is Ken Griffey Jr.'s children's godfather. Not kidding. The Gibber, Bob Gibson. The Shoeless one, Mr. Joe Jackson. The Mustache, Mr. Mike Schmidt. Andy Rodriguez. Mick Abel. Tyler the Black for Milwaukee. How about a Horvath? Oh, Mac Horvath for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Colin Houck for the Mets. Pudge Rodriguez on your Optic preview for the Rangers. The Bone for my Seattle Mariners on the Optic preview. There you go, Mr. Smashburger. Josh Fish, it is going better now that you're here, pal. How you doing tonight, Joshy? Xavier Isaac for the Tampa Bay Rays on your rated prospect Optic. Brock Wilken, who's a stud prospect for the Brewers, rated prospect Blue Velocity Prism. Shout out to McCovey Cove. But first, we have a Brady House for the Nationals on your Statue of Liberty Parallel rated prospect. Mr. Willie McCovey on that Statue of Liberty Parallel. Kyle Harrison for the Gigantes on the Unleashed. And Mr. Robbie Snelling for the San Diegans. David Goggins. Beautiful. Jake from State Farm, my man. I could not agree more. What a speech, right? All right, legends. Let me snag myself a little sippy here. Then we're going to bust into that final base pack round before we get into the pack number 4s. And my friends, we have been here for almost 3 hours this evening on a terrific Tuesday Nitro. If you would like to snag something down from junkwaxvintage.com to see us out this evening, you are more than welcome to do so. I am going to go ahead and call a last call. So, a lot of you know, I try to pace myself starting at the beginning of the week, right? I have told that story before. So, it is Tuesday. It is the beginning of the week. I want to make sure that I don't run myself too late because then I don't end up catching up on sleep for the whole rest of the week. So, I have learned over many, many years, it behooves me to play it safe on the old Tuesday night. But of course, I am happy to rip through anything else that we have up there at junkwaxvintage.com. But if you want to wait until tomorrow, that's okay too. And just a heads up, folks, tomorrow we have a couple of new products coming. We have 2025 Topps Update, and we also have 2025 Pro Debut. So I will be going to pick those up tomorrow after the morning show. We will not have them for the morning, but we will have them for tomorrow night's show. This time tomorrow night. All right, legends. I love it, Josh Fish. Thank you so much, brother. Excellent to have you as always, my good man. And we start out with some luscious lamb chops of Lou Brock. Matt Damon. Old Johnny Damon. Soderstrom for the Athletics. Bobby Miller. AJ Smith. We sold a sweet AJ Smith RPA on eBay Live on Saturday night. That was a blast. And somebody got a heck of a deal on that one, too. Little Doc Gooden. The Bird Murderer, Mr. Randy Johnson. There you go, Mr. Smashburger, my twin. Pedro Martinez. Mr. Marcelo John Mayer. Some room for squares for the Bostonians. Dylan Cruz. Brock Wilken. Eldridge. Oh. Mr. Todd O'Hara. There you go, pal. Would you just look at it? Mr. Paul Skeens on the 2024, and that's actually a 1985 design throwback. That is so damn cool, buddy. Congratulations, Todd O'Hara. Peanut butter and jealous, my friend. Hell yeah. Thank you, Mr. Stroop. I agree, Marcello. Estoy acuerdo in español. And I think that one's going to go into a 100 point. Yep. Congratulations, Mr. Todd O'Hara. That's a nice one, my friend. Beautiful. There you go. Alrighty, let's finish strong here, folks. Last base pack round. Nolan Ryan for the Angels on the Optic preview. Beautiful. Hawk, welcome back, brother. Good to see you again. Happy Tuesday, Nitro. Mr. Roger Clemens on the Optic preview. Marcelo John Mayer for those bodacious Bostonians on the rated prospect Blue Velocity Prism. Ooh, how about some Bobby Witt Jr. on the Statue of Liberty parallel for the Royals. Shout out to Mr. Alan White, but that one goes to Teddy. Nice. Back-to-back on the Statue of Liberty parallels, a little Jackson Holiday. And by the way, folks, we do have an autographed Jackson Holiday baseball over here. We might be auctioning that off kind of soon. Razzying it maybe. A little Kyle Teal for Baston on your Unleashed. Andrew Walters on the red and blue for Cleveland.
Shout out to Mr. Tim Hudson, Mr. Charlie Hustle, Kyle Harrison, Rodriguez, Johnny Bench, Eric the Red, Davis, Austin Wells with that magnificent moustache, a lovely, luscious lip curtain, Francisco of the Alvarez, Field General, Jordan Westberg, Sal and his free licks for the Brew Crew. Shout out to Milwaukee, Kate Horton Heat, Zach Veen, Paul Skeens to go with that beautiful napkin, Ricky Tiedemann for the talented Toronto Blue Jays. Shout out to my Canadian cousin, Mr. Jason Russell, Junior Caminero, your home run derby runner-up on the Optic Preview, Ethan Salas on the Optic Preview rated prospect for San Diego, Colton Cowser for the Orioles on a blue Velocity Prism, Henry Davis for the Pirates on your Statue of Liberty, another one for the Todd Father, Mr. Cam Collier for the Cincinnati Reds on your Statue of Liberty Parallel, Vladdy's daddy, little Vladimir Guerrero Sr., that one goes to the Angels, and Buster Posey finishing off our base packs for the Gigantes. Shout out to Mr. Rob Richardson. And our buddy Tuna, our resident Gigantes fans. But that one goes to Mr. Mikey Kobaugh. Little housekeeping here, folks. A lot of cards in this one. All right, my friends. Pack number 4s. Good luck. As always, my homies, I cannot thank you enough for helping us get this filled tonight. I sincerely appreciate it. We will have some more juice up possibly later tonight or maybe first thing tomorrow morning. And oh my Lanta, Mr. Robert Parkinson, you did it again, pal. This is a wonderful break for you, Mr. Robert Parkinson. All right, gotta love those pack number 4s, my friend. Mariano Rivera, Masataka Yoshida, Matlock, and we're not talking about an old man lawyer. Quinn Priester, back-to-back Pirates, Luis Matos, the man, the myth, the pool hose. For those St. Lunatics, shout out to Jeffro. Another man, myth, legend, Ichiro. For my Seattle Mariners, there you go, Mr. Smashburger. Evan Kata, Kirby Puckett, rest in peace to the marvelous Minnesotan. Rain Dunkin' Donuts for the Trolley Dodgers. Kemp Alderman with the weather from Miami. Cole Young for my Seattle Mariners on the rated prospect. Shout out to Mr. Smashburger. Ooh, my PC. I have been collecting this kid for a few years at this point. Mr. Harry Ford for my Seattle Mariners. Beautiful. Back-to-back Mariners there for you, E. Jim Tomei on the Optic Preview. Mr. Wright on the Optic Preview. Jackie Robinson on a color match. Optic Preview for the Trolley Dodgers. Shout out to Kirk Woa. Manager extraordinaire for the Mets, Mr. Bobby Valentine on the Statue of Liberty Parallel. Max Muncy for the Athletics on the rated prospect, Statue of Liberty. Eldridge for the Gigantes on the Diamond Marvels. How about another Charlie Hustle for our buddy Mr. Robert Parkinson and the WKRP and Cincinnati Reds, numbered to 249 on the laser. Very, very pretty. Nice card there for you, my man. Brooks Robinson, rest in peace to another legend. Former Seattle Mariner, but now a Cincinnati Red, Mr. Noel V. Marte. Big Sexy. Shout out to Onward, Bartolo Colon. Zach Neto, Ricky Henderson. Speedy Gonzalez, rest in peace to a Boston legend, Mr. Tim Wakefield. Sisler. Ken Griffey Jr. There you go, Mr. Smashburger. Beautiful, brother. Robert Hassel. Balake Mitchell. Bryce Matthews. Nathan Zanatello for Baston. Another A.J. Smith on the rainbow. Very pretty. The Big Hurt. Frank Thomas on that blue Velocity Prism. For our Seattle Mariners, some Alex Rodriguez on the Statue of Liberty Parallel. There you go, Mr. Smashburger. Reggie Crawford for the Gigantes. The last Statue of Liberty Parallel.
Jackson Merrill. We've been talking about him a lot lately. Thanks, Card Gods, on the Bomb Squad for the San Diegans. And your Home Run Derby runner-up on the Artist Proof. Whoa! Holy pack number 4, Batman. For the Tampa Bay Rays and Legends, that is another one for Mr. Robert Parkinson.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, bro. You got yourself 2 numbered cards out of that one, buddy. Numbered 14? 14 out of 25 on the Artist Proof. That is beautiful. Congratulations, Robert Parkinson. Look at how pretty that is, buddy. Nice card there, my man. And it does have a different finish than the other ones. It's more of a matte, but you've got like a refractor down here on the bottom. That is so pretty. Congratulations, Mr. Robert Parkinson. I could not agree more there, WVB Dub. Thank you for the positivity, my friend. Top loading that one up for you, Mr. Robert Parkinson, since it is number 225. Not too shabby, my man. Your Home Run Derby runner-up. Beautiful. All right, Legends. I'm also going to sleeve up that Charlie Hustle for Mr. Robert Parkinson. I agree. Thank you, Kyle Watson. Not a bad break at all, my friends. So we have the Charlie Hustle to 249. Taj Bradley on the Signature Series autograph for the Rays. Kirsten Waldrep for the Atlanta Braves on the Signature Series autograph. Mr. Paul Skeens on that 1985 throwback design. That is so damn cool. Pedro Martinez, numbered to 35, going to our buddy Mr. Kyle Watson in the Bo Sox. Junior Caminero to 25, going to Mr. Robert Parkinson on the Artist Proof. And Bryce Matthews, somebody bang a trash can for those Houston Astros, going to Mr. Mikey Kobaugh. Beautiful. Balake, you could not be more correct, my friend. I think you've heard me say that a few times, right? So if tonight was not your night, the next one will be, hopefully. So if you did not get a big hit out of that break, my friends, I sincerely appreciate you being a good sport. Thank you. Believe it or not, folks, I'm not going to name anybody, not going to throw anybody under the bus, but I had somebody reach out behind the scenes asking me if they could get a refund on the break because they didn't get big cards. What? I was like, come on, man. That is the game we play. So I was very diplomatic in my response, but I was like, yeah, no. We're not playing that game, pal. It is the random nature of breaks, and I totally understand because I've been there myself. Obviously, I've been in hundreds of breaks, right? And most of them, I did not get big cards. Unfortunately, that is the nature of what we do. But every now and then, you get a night like Mr. Robert Parkinson had tonight, and you end up cleaning up. So there you go. That's right, Mr. Stroop. I know it. I had one of those moments when I read that email, and I was like, oh no. Come on now, buddy. That's right, Balake. You are in the right place, my brother. I cannot thank you enough. You are so spot on. Tells me everything about you I need to know there, brother. Thank you so damn much, Balake. Grateful you're here in this family, my friend. All righty. That's right, Marcello. That's right. That's exactly right. Oh, so silly. Anyway, you know, the things you deal with, right? Hazard to the job. It's all right. Got to give him an A for trying, though, right? Miss Stella, if you are taking off tonight, my dear, have an absolutely splendid sleep and hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you as always, Miss Stella. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my friend. Mr. Kyle Watson says, at least give a sob story if asking her for a refund, right? Like, lie to me. The guy, he seriously just wrote, hey, I was in that break. I don't think I got many cards, just base cards. Can I have a refund? Am I being punked? Are you seriously asking that? Come on now, bro. Is this your first break? Sillies. But like I said, I'm not trying to throw shade. It's just kind of hilarious, right? So you want to be a breaker. All right, little spot of housekeeping there, legends. Let me refresh that shop real quick and see where we are at. I think we do have a couple of juicy rips for Mr. Smashburger and Mr. Trevor Holt. And it looks like my favorite Redbeard, Mr. Stephen Grigsby, snagged a couple of Razzie spots on those North Kakalaki Panthers. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate you, pal. One half of the Super Stroopers, taking those athletics. I see you again there, Chris. Thank you again there, good buddy. All right, folks. It looks like we have Eric Smashburger and Trevor Holt to see us out this evening. Let's do it. Joey Krug, what are you a buyer on there, my man? JDA, wonderful to see you, Mr. Athan.
I'm out, Craig.
Hope you have had a terrific Tuesday, my man. And Balake says over here on Twitch, life's been rough on my end, so joining in this family has been awesome, so I can't complain about not hitting. That is very kind of you, my brother, and I appreciate that. We're very grateful to have you again there, Balake. I hope you're here for the long haul, my friend, because we have a long way to go. So even though I have been doing this for almost 5 years, I anticipate another 3 or 4 years before we get to the point that I would like to be. So I hope you're here for the long time, Mr. Balake, and that goes for all of you. I would love to have every single person that's here with us right now still here with us in 3 to 4 years. That would be absolutely amazing. And I think it's a true testament to how amazing this community is that we have so many people that have been here with me for almost 5 years. People that ripped packs with me in the closet days. And now we're still ripping packs here. I am indescribably grateful. Mr. Robert Parkinson, have a magnificent remainder of your night as well, my friend. And we will see you tomorrow. Congratulations on a beautiful break there, RP. You deserve every bit of that, my good man. Marcello, you are very welcome, my brother. Gracias a ti. To you. All right, legends, if you would allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I need to jump up there and grab 4 packs of 1989 Don Russ for Trevor Holt. We're going to go Ken Griffey Jr. hunting again. And then Mr. Smashburger. Ooh, going to put on a little movie for us tonight. We have 1 pack of 1993 Don Russ, 1 pack of 1989 Don Russ, 1 pack of 1990 Skybox Basketball, and 1 beautiful pack of 1996 Ringside Boxing. Why, thank you, my brother. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, yeah.
Mr. Smashburger, your 1996 Ringside Boxing, 1990 Skybox Basketball, 1993 Don Russ Baseball, and 1989 Don Russ. There you go, my good man. And Mr. Trevor Holt, 4 more packs of 1989 Don Russ. Victor Lopez, good evening, young man. Good to see you as always. So we are going to start with Mr. Smashburger. We will end with Mr. Holt. Let's do it. Good luck, E. Oh, you know it, brother. That is what started this channel, my friend. That sweet, sweet junk wax. All right, starting out with Old Man Spawn, Warren Spawn. Ooh, we got the Dave Clark 5. Shout out to our buddy Dave Clark. Ricky Horton Heat. Shout out to Tim Hortons. Dennis, I love Lamp. And look at the luscious lip curtain on Lamp. Damn. That is probably one of the most unique mustaches in all of baseball. Raleigh Fingers would probably be number 1, but Dennis Lamp has got to be up there because that is a trademark stash if I've ever seen one. I wonder if he used just for men, because that looks abnormally dark. And typically with hair, a lot of you know I'm a hairdresser also, not kidding. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. So typically with hair, believe it or not every single hair on our bodies is the same color, if you've noticed. So whenever I see somebody's facial hair that is all the same color, kind
Kind of makes me think that maybe they were using some color. Shout out to Just for Men. And old Dennis, I Love Lamp. Dale Mahorchik. Ricky Jordan. Jack Savage. Mike Boddicker. Lance Johnson for the White Sox. Thank you, Victor Lopez. I appreciate the play-by-play. Little Kirk Gibson. Lloyd McClendon. Herman Gonzalez for the Minnesota Twins. Sil Campusano for those talented Toronto Blue Jays. Shout out to Mr. Russell. The Bone. Mr. Jay Buhner, who you just got out of a break in 2024. And you found him right here in 1989, my man. Love it. Then Not So Dirty. Alex Sanchez for those talented Toronto Blue Jays. And Scott Sanderson for the Cubbies. Finishing that one off for you, E. Let's see if we can't redeem ourselves with some 1993 Don Russ. See if we can find a kid. Mr. Eric Smashburger says, does his brows have a mustache between them too? Kind of looks like it though, doesn't it? Shout out to the unibrow. That guy could work out for like 6 days straight and never get a drop of sweat in his eye. Old Mikey Maddox for San Diego. Eric Fox. Mark Leonard. Tim Leary for my Seattle Mariners. Mikey Timlin for those Blue Jays. Milt Kyler for the Motor City Kitties. Bob Patterson. Midnight and Jeff Montgomery for Alan White's Kansas City Royals. The Slammin' Salmon, so nice. We have seen him twice this evening. Awesome. Rated rookie, Tim Salmon. Nicely centered, too. Beautiful. Eric Anthony. Chris Nabholz for those now defunct Expos. Steve Buscemi. Zane Smith. Mr. Steel Yo Girl for the Pirates. And Craig Biggio. Last but not least, somebody bang a trash can for Bubba and Mr. Piccirilli's Astros. Mr. Ryan Fife, I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. Have a good night, my brother. We will see you tomorrow, my friend. Thanks for hanging in here tonight, Rye. Just leave that one up for you there, E. And we're going to switch it up and get into some basketball. We have found one MJ this evening. Let's see if we can find another. Mr. Brad Dougherty. Dennis Johnson. Ron Hampa. Byron Irvin for Rip City. Shout out to Mr. Dustin Moore, my Portland pal. The Shermanator, Mr. Sherman Douglas. Mr. Anderson. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore Robertson. Shout out to Mr. Jeff Hansen and the Milwaukee Bucks. Gerald and the Hendersons. Johnny Williams. Pete Myers with those sweet, sweet little knee braces. Ron Anderson. Horny Hornacek with the short shorts. Johnny Moore for right down the road in San Antonio. Randy White. And looking like a stepdad, Mr. Kevin McHale. Look at those short shorts. Those gentlemen must be poor because they could not afford the rest of their shorts. Not too shabby there, E.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, my brother. Good luck. See if we can't find you a Roy Jones Jr. Or maybe Let's Go Champ Shannon Briggs, back when he had hair. But we start off with Jersey Joe Walcott on the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Montel Griffin, because this is how he does it. I hope somebody gets that extremely obscure reference. Old William Guthrie. Shout out to our buddy Holden Guthrie. Ooh, you got a Spotlights in the Ring. I think you only get like 6 of these per box. This is Willie Pep. Got a little pep in his step. Legendary boxer. David Tua. Shout out to Tua Tagovailoa. Alex Stewart. Junior Jones. And there it is. Let's go, champ. Old Shannon Briggs. Looking a little seductive. Are you flirting with me, Shannon? There you go, my brother. Todd Freer, get out of my head, brother. Thank you. I'm so glad somebody got that extremely obscure reference.
Good to see you tonight, Todd. And the Wet Sprocket. Mr. Eric Smashburger, it is always fun ripping together, my brother. Thank you so much for snagging those down from junkwaxvintage.com. And I am confident that that's just another beautiful rip and an extremely long line of beautiful rips. Thank you as always, E. Thank you as always, my brother. And looking forward to the next one. All right, folks. I am going to refresh that shop for possibly the last time on this terrific Tuesday Nitro. Yes, it is Trevor Holt. And it looks like we are current, ladies and gents. So this will be our last rip of the evening. And it has been an absolutely terrific Tuesday. Thanks to each and every one of you. Mr. WVP Dub over here on Twitch says, Dalen, I wanted to tell you I got the complete set of 1991 Fleer Provisions basketball off of eBay for $20 on Saturday night. Very cool, buddy. That's awesome. I love those. All right. Trevor Holt, thank you for your patience, my friend. Good luck. We're just going to pull that pack number 4 to the side for you, pal. So you know I love those provisions there, WV B-Dub. Folks, on the last rip of the evening, hell yeah. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing, my brother. He's got a little bit of wrapper stuck on him. I'm trying to carefully get that off for you, pal. Oh, man. It's got wrapper stuck to it. That sucks. But you did find yourself a rated rookie, Ken Griffey Jr. Thank baby Jesus. We've been looking for him for a long time. Mr. Bray's Cards, welcome back, my man. Excellent to see you tonight. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my brother. When you find the kid, you top load the kid. There you go, buddy. Stoked we could find that one for you, Trevor with an E. Thank you, Card Gods, for letting us find that on our very last rip of the evening. All right, we start off with Old Man Spawn. Mr. Saltzgiver, I'm going to be right behind you, pal. Have a wonderful remainder of your evening. We'll see you bright and early in the morning, my man. Oh, Mr. Bray, you absolute legend. Thank you so much for those beautiful TikTok gifts over here, you big sweetie. Thank you, Mr. Bray. You know, that is what helps to keep this thing on the rails, my brother. Thank you so damn much. All right, we have a Jeff Pico de Gallo, Timmy Tufel, Mike Birkbeck, Kurt Manwaring, Dave is always on La Pointe, Gary Templeton for San Diego, laying down the bunt, the Crime Dog, Hall of Fame legend, Mr. Fred McGriff, MVP, shout out to Mr. Jason Russell and the talented Toronto Blue Jays, Harry Poole, looking cool, Luis Alicia, Stu Clyburn, Mark Grace, one of my favorite players from the late 80s, early 90s for the Cubbies, Jeff Leonard, Jose Bautista, Paul Gibson, Brian Holton, Mr. Old Man Spawn, so nice, you're going to have him 4 times before this rip is over, R. Kelly, Sans PP, shout out to old R. Kelly, George Kittle's daddy, Ron Kittle, just kidding, Mike Gallego, Mikey McFarland, back-to-back mics, Bobby Brower, Ron Jones on the rated rookie, Bobby Witt, Senior, for those Texas Rangers. That is Bobby Witt's daddy. Nice. Mikey Fitzgerald for those now defunct Expos. Henderson, Jerry Don Gleaton, Dougie Fresh,
with that luscious lip curtain. Shout out to the Walrus. Rick Dempsey. Couple of back-to-back dastardly dirt squirrels. Joel Skinner. Bobby Stanley. Jim Wallawander. Old Man Spawn, so nice. We have seen him thrice. Marvell Wynn. Todd Burns. John is never smiley for the Pirates. Little Abner for the San Diegans. Chris Sabo with those infamous safety glasses. Dougie Fresh, Drebeck for the Pirates. Where in the world is Benito Santiago? Kick it one time, Rockapella. Give me a hell yeah in the chat if you remember that. Old Man Spawn. Folks, that's the puzzle. So that's what the puzzle looks like. If you ever put it together. There you go. Cal Daniels. Mikey Schmidt. Beautiful. Billy Hatcher. Vince Coleman laying down the bunt. Ozzie Guillen before he got new teeth for the White Sox. Bobby Boone. And Mike Stanley. And that is your pack number 3. Trevor Holt. My dear friends. My family.
One down, one to go.
Last pack of the evening, folks. And then you get to listen to that sweet, sweet outro jingle. So WVB Dub, I know it has been a moment since you've been back, my brother. We actually have brand new intro and outro jingles. So you're more than welcome to hang out and listen to that, my friend. I think you'll like it. So, my friends, before we bust into this last pack, we will be back here first thing tomorrow morning. Same junk time, same junk channel, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I sincerely hope that we get to see all of you back because we're going to take this energy into first thing tomorrow morning. And there is nothing like a wonderful Wednesday morning right here in the JWV front yard. Thank you so much, WV. Great to have you back, pal. All right, good luck, Trevor with an E. The last Old Man Spawn. Old Danny Heap. Ken Phelps. Todd Benzinger. Shout out to my Bostonians, one half of the Super Stroopers. Luis Salazar with another luscious lip curtain. Mikey Greenwell. Rest in peace to the legend, who actually just passed away, I think, a few weeks ago. Mickey Tettleton. Steve Bedrosian for those fighting Phillies.
I'd like to have a go around with that Philly.
Danny Gladden for Minnesota. I'll see myself out. Tom Hankey. Mr. Steal Yo Girl. Don't leave your girl around him. You might come back knocked up. Jim Presley for my Seattle Mariners. Old Greg.
Come out, Greg.
Maddox.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
For the Cubbies. Kelly Downs. Jim has got to grow some facial hair. Paul Assenmacher.
Giggity, giggity.
And old Jeff Treadway. Last but not least for WKRP in Cincinnati. There you go, Trevor Holt. I am stoked that we finally found a Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie for you here, pal. We have been looking for that one for a minute. So congratulations, my friend. It does have a slightly boo-boo top left corner. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not perfect either. So I don't know if that would be a good grading candidate. However, that is definitely one for your PC, my friend. And it's even more special because we pulled it together, right? Got some sentimental value. It is always my pleasure, Trevor Holt. Thank you, you legend. Looking forward to the next one, my friend. There you go, my dude. Thank you again, Trev. All right, my dear friends. Oh, you nailed it, Rob Richardson. Thank you so much, my man. The best kid, Mikey Greenwell, passed away on October 9th, 2025. So, yep. Just a couple of weeks ago. Yep. You're absolutely right. The best kid. I appreciate the vouch, my friend. Thank you so, so much. Awesome. All right, folks. As always, I cannot thank you enough for hanging out with little old me tonight. You could be anywhere. There are so many awesome content creators out there. There are so many amazing pieces of entertainment. You could be watching Netflix. You could be watching another breaker. You could be watching another content creator. And you have chosen to be here with us tonight. and I will never, ever take that for granted. Thank you so damn much. It means more to us than you will ever know. Until I see you tomorrow morning, please be good to yourselves. Please be good to those people around you. And please practice that attitude of gratitude. Try to keep that focus on what the blessings that have been bestowed upon you instead of being spiteful for maybe stuff that you don't have yet. That is my wish for you. So let's bring these lights down just a little bit. Enjoy that outro jingle, my dear friends. Mr. Trevor Holt, have a magnificent remainder of your evening. Give me one more moment to shout out Mr. Braze Cards, Randy, Marky Mark Schellenbaum, Mr. O'Doyle, Craig Prescott. Thank you so much for those beautiful TikTok gifts tonight, my dear friends. Shout out to Mr. Ryan Bartley, Victor Lopez, Kevin Robert, The Yeet, Kobe Luna, Paul Willis, Devin Clark, and Mr. Smash Burgers, Doggy Doolittle, West Coast Fast Breaks. I appreciate you all hanging out tonight, my friends. Have a wonderful remainder of your evening, and enjoy that outro jingle. And I'll see all of your shining faces right back here tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m., because we get to do it all over again. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. Hey, Balake, I hope you have a great night as well, my brother, and we will see you tomorrow, my dear friend. Enjoy that outro jingle, folks.
Lights dim low and the laughter still warm. Daylin and Mrs. Junkwax weathered the storm.
That's right.
We pulled some heat.
You know it.
We shared some smiles.
Always.
JWV legends stayed a while. It was a terrific Tuesday Nitro for sure. So many memories we'll all treasure and store. Now as the night slows and the stars take flight, we say thank you, legends, for joining tonight. Tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. we'll rise again.
You know it.
Terrific Tuesday mornings where it all begins. Until then, drift softly, dream so calm, and visit junkwexvintage.com. Sweet, sweet good night. The vibe's still strong. Terrific Tuesday Nitro, where you belong.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah.
Oh, my.
After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come out, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God. I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo. I got that Ric Flair. Woo. I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Craig.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. It never gets old, gosh dang it. You know it, Rob Richardson. And another one. DJ Khaled. We make the best music. I love it so much. Thank you to the family pharmacist, Danny Rendon. Have a splendid sleep, my brother. We'll see you back here first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you all again for another absolutely terrific Tuesday right here in the front yard. Good night.